Thomas drives into the lane, off the glass, and one as well. Hello, Red Devil fans, and welcome to the Evanston High School Lady Red Devil Basketball pregame show. We are broadcasting live today from the Plains Tire broadcast booth. Today, the Red Devils take on 4A West opponent, the Rock Springs Tigers, right here in Rock Springs. Tip-off is scheduled for about 30 minutes from now as we move into our pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the scene for tonight's game. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil girls basketball on 99.1 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
And we welcome you back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth. ELAN, OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Rock Springs and the pregame show where the Evanston Lady Red Devils will be taking on the Rock Springs Tigers. Our scene set today is brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. Today we are at Rock Springs, so let's go ahead and introduce you to them. The Lady Tigers come into this matchup with a 4-6 record. Last time they were out, they beat Cheyenne Central 30-24, and that was just on Saturday. The Tigers bring a top 10 offense and defense, averaging 45 points per game and allowing almost 43 on defense. All-star Brentley Jenkins appears to be picking up right where she left off, averaging almost 17 points per game. Other names to keep an eye on are Cameron James and Ella Brewster. The Tigers are coached by Ramiro Candelaria, who's in his fourth year with Rock Springs and has a record of 37 wins and 45 losses. The Lady Red Devils come into Sweetwater County after going 2-0 against Kemmer, 37-27, and an overtime victory over the number 2 team in 1A, Cokeville, 64-56. On defense, the Red Devils allow almost on offense, the Red Devils score almost 41 points per game, and on defense allow almost 44. However, it is worthy to note that those stats were taken from the stat report that was published last. That was before their 2-0 weekend in Kemmer. Against the Tigers, the Red Devils with first-year head coach Stormy Dolezal will not only be looking to get above 500, but also to get the first 4A victory of the new coach's era. The Tigers lead the overall series dating back to 2007, 24-10, before Evanston's 51-9 victory last year in Evanston. Rock Springs had won 4 of the last 5 meetings. You're tuned into the pregame show, and this has been your El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant scene set, the best in the West. When we come back, we'll visit with Savannah Winfield during the Get to Know Your Red Devil segment of our pregame show. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive. And
ELAN, OLLIFF welcome you back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth. We are in the middle of our pregame show, and it's always great when we get the chance to visit with one of the amazing students at Evanston High School. We are visiting with Savannah Winfield. She is a senior, and we interviewed her because she is part of the strings program at Evanston High School. They have a concert tonight and Thursday night, so definitely go check them out if you've got time. We will have Miss Winfield when we come back. You're listening to First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil basketball, live on mylocalradio.com as well.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Welcome to another edition of Get to Know Your Red Devils. Today we're joined by Evanston senior Savannah Winfield. She's with the strings program. And Savannah, I understand you guys have a big concert coming up. I believe it's Thursday. Can you kind of talk to us a little bit about that?
So it's one of our classical concerts, and we're doing some classical pieces like from Mozart, and I believe we're also doing a couple of waltzes. And so it's mostly just a bunch of classical pieces, which is really nice, and I prefer it. It's one of my more favorite concerts because it's just a bunch of pretty nice pieces.
Nice. And what instrument do you play in the strings program?
I play the viola.
Okay, so for those that may not be familiar what a viola is, can you explain that just a minute?
So it's the same strings as the cello, and it's just a little bit larger of an instrument than a violin, but it's higher in pitch than the cello.
Awesome. All right, so how the basis of this show kind of goes is I've got 10 random getting to know you type questions, and you just need to name 4 numbers 1 through 10, and those will be your interview questions. Sound good?
All right.
All right, so what's going to be your first one?
We'll start with 1.
Number 1. All right, so what's the most valuable lesson you've learned from really any of your coaches here at Evanston? I see you're wearing a cross-country hoodie. Or I believe it's Miss Pace who runs the orchestra program. What's the most valuable lesson you've learned from the people here at Evanston High School?
I've probably learned that just giving your effort is the best that you can do, and it doesn't matter sometimes if you don't do as good as you want to, but if you just keep trying and persevering, it's going to all work out in the end, and it'll your efforts and hard work will pay off.
It's a great lesson. So let's go ahead and move on to our next question. So what's the next number?
3.
3. So when you do compete in sports, or do you have a favorite song right now?
I'm not really sure, but I have a lot of genres I like 80s and like Paul Anka, Roy Orbison, a lot of oldies. So.
Okay, that sounds cool. All right, so what's going to be your next question?
5.
5. What's your favorite food and favorite restaurant here in Evanston?
I'd probably have to say my favorite restaurant in Evanston is Don Pedro's, and my favorite type of food is steak.
What are you getting at Don Pedro's?
Definitely the tamales.
Really, the tamales?
Yep.
That sounds delicious. All right, so we got, I believe we're on question number 4, so final number, what's it going to be?
Let's go with 8.
What's your favorite vacation?
I got to go to Hawaii this summer with my sister, her family, another one of my sisters, and my mom. And it was really nice and relaxing. It was unfortunately supposed to be my brother's senior trip, but we got to go with my sister and her family instead, so it was really fun, and I enjoyed it a lot.
That's Savannah Winfield. She's a senior here at Evanston High School, part of the strings program. They have a concert coming up on Thursday. You guys should definitely come check it out. What time does that get started at?
It starts at 7.
So it starts at 7 o'clock. Savannah, thank you so much for your time. Anything else?
I think that's it. Thank you.
I'm definitely going to be going to that strings concert on Thursday. That is at Evanston High School starting at 7 o'clock. A big thank you to Savannah Winfield for joining us on Get to Know Your Red Devils. Coming up next on the pregame show, we will visit with the coaches of today's game. We've got our coaches show coming up. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil basketball on 99.1 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers. We know cement. 307-789-1515.
Welcome back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth for our pregame show today. We are broadcasting live from Rock Springs High School where the Lady Red Devils will meet the Lady Tigers of Rock Springs. But first, let's visit with Coach Romero Candelaria of the Rock Springs Tigers head coach for Rock Springs on the pregame coaches show. Here with Rock Springs girls basketball head coach Romero Candelaria. Coach Candelaria, you guys take on the Evanston Red Devils tonight, and it's a team you guys are very, very familiar with. You guys have a lot of the same players from a year ago. You guys have a lot of the same philosophies. What's it like to kind of have an opponent that you guys are so familiar with to have a home game against?
You know, one of the things that is nice about it is that you kind of know what to expect. You know, even though they have a new head coach, watching them on film and playing them in the summertime, you know, they're real aggressive on the ball. You know, they can go full court. They have some size, and they're just a gritty team, man. So that we know. As far as last year and this year, last year they kind of really ran through us with their zone and their pressure. So hopefully we have a different outcome tonight.
Coach, all the headlines about this team are usually written about Brinley Jenkins, but looking at the stats, you've got a great complimentary piece in Cameron James, as well as Brewster, who's been a great person at the boards for you. What are some other names that we should be keeping an eye on for the Rock Springs Tigers?
You know, you're right. Cameron's blossomed into a great player. Ella, sophomore, has really developed. But we have Ashley. Ashley Anderson is another one of our players. She's a junior. She's our only junior that we have. She is a great three-point shooter. She's starting to defend well. She's starting to get aggressive to the rim. And it seems like every game, every practice, she's getting a little bit better there. So she's going to be a scary player come conference and postseason. We also have Emma AC. She's a freshman. She's a really young freshman. She's just really long and has a knack. The ball just finds her off the boards. Right now, she just does a lot of freshman things. But, you know, we know what we're going to get from her in that aspect. But, yeah, I would say Ashley right now is one of our players that if she's on, we're going to be tough to beat.
When you guys are on as a team, what kind of basketball do you guys play? Are you a team that likes to kind of shoot it from the outside, or are you one that kind of has a post that likes to kind of pound it inside the paint?
You know, we are historically, since I've been here, we've been pretty outsized whenever we play pretty much any team. So if we do go inside, we like to go inside out, but we like to run our stuff mostly on the outside. And try to create gaps and seams and back cuts to get us to the rim. But we're not opposed. We have some confident shooters right now that we like to go. We like to shoot from the outside as well. But if you look at our identity, we're not a post first kind of team.
Coach, you mentioned that specifically the defense of Evanston gave you guys some fits last time you played. Also, you can't talk about that story, that game, without talking about the story of what happened with Brinley Jenkins shortly before that game. What are some things that Evanston brings to the table that is always a challenge for you guys year in and year out?
I think just how they get after it, just their toughness and their grit, and they never go away. No matter, we've been in situations where we've been up big on Evanston, and they crawl back just because they have traditionally they have a no give up attitude, and they just play hard as heck. They've had some skilled players in the past, like really skilled players. Right now they have a mix, and they got some good size, some feisty guards. That's the problem that we have is sometimes the aggressive play that they bring. What's good is that we've had 10 games already, and probably 9 out of those 10 we've faced teams that are high pressure also.
That's Coach Ramiro Candelaria, head coach for Rock Springs girls basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Good luck tonight. Anything else?
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
A big thank you to Coach Ramiro Candelaria for joining us on the pregame show. Coming up next, we'll visit with Stormy Dolezal, head coach of the Evanston Lady Red Devils. We'll have Coach Dolezal after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Lady Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Here with girls basketball head coach Stormy Dolezal. Coach Dolezal, you guys coming off of a long break, now you're going to go play 3 games in 3 nights. How challenging is it to kind of go? Apologies, I thought we uploaded the new interview, but we will go ahead and do that now. We do have a conversation with Coach Dolezal that took place right before this matchup, as we are currently trying to locate that. If you give us 1 second. Again, apologies. But we did have a talk. Here with Evanston girls basketball head coach Stormy Dolezal. Coach Dolezal, you guys are coming off of a 2-0 weekend. Now you guys play your first 4A West opponent of the year. How excited are you guys to kind of be getting towards the end of this preseason and start playing games that'll affect seeding in postseason?
The girls are really excited. They're ready to get to the meat of the season, and these games are the ones that really matter, and so I think they're really looking forward to it. We have a big week coming up, but the big test is Rock Springs, and hopefully we can play our game and do well against them, but the girls are really excited to play.
Also this week you guys have Mountain View Lyman. We'll talk about them later on in the week. Tonight it's about the Tigers. They come in with a dynamic player who led the state when she got hurt last year. Looking at the stats, she's back on top in the West. Tell us a little bit about the game plan for Brinley Jenkins.
So we're going to play a lot of zone and just keep an eye on where she is. We're going to be shading it to her side, making sure that everybody is aware of where she's at, but also we don't want to collapse in on her and then they have open looks for other players because they have 2 other threats aside from her. So that's kind of our game plan, is just to be aware.
You heard it from Coach Dolezal. She said the game plan is just to be aware of where she's at. Also, so we had to cut this one interview a little short, but I would be remiss not to mention we did get a chance to ask her about her husband, James Dolezal, who suffered some health issues, which people around town have heard about. She says the prognosis is positive, and she appreciates everybody's well wishes and thoughts and kindness that they've expected as of late. We are about 4 minutes away from the tip-off. We'll be right back with the keys to the game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth and the pregame show. Our keys to the game today brought to you by mylocalradio.com. One important key to running a successful business is advertising. An advertisement is a daily invitation for customers to do business with you. Advertise with mylocalradio.com. Call 307-789-8116. Our first one, Detour. Brinley Jenkins is going to be a huge piece of this Rock Springs offense, and most of it will run through her. The Red Devils need to force the ball elsewhere and make the Tigers look to other options. Number 2, window washing. The Red Devils need to win the battle at the glass and clean up everything they can. With the size Evanston has, it's no wonder why they are the number 4 rebounding team in 4A with almost 30 per game as a team. That is the stat the Red Devils have an advantage on and need to use it to create scoring opportunities. And number 3, line up. The Red Devils as a group are shooting 70% from the free throw line. Rock Springs gives up 16 fouls per game. Evanston needs to get aggressive and flex that part of their game, which is actually only behind Cody, who has a 71 free throw percentage. So line up and get those points. These are the mylocalradio.com keys to the game. Help increase your business success by advertising with My Local Radio. When we come back, we'll have today's starting lineups. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Lady Red Devil basketball on 99.1 FM with live video online at mylocalradio.com.
The Lumber Yard in Evanston caters to commercial and residential customers. They have all your DIY projects covered, including tool rentals. You can rent lots of things from tables and chairs to scaffolding and U-Hauls at the Lumber Yard in Evanston. Fully stocked and ready to help.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
64 seconds away from the start of Evanston at Rock Springs. Welcome back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth, everybody. We are now ready for our starting lineups. Today we have our starting lineups brought to you by Varsity Inc. Get all your Red Devil gear at Varsity Inc. on Main Street. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. For the home Rock Springs Tiger, number 10 is senior Cameron James. Number 13, a freshman Emma Acey. Number 15, a junior, Ashley Anderson. Number 23, a senior, Brinley Jenkins. And number 24, a sophomore, Ella Brewster. For the Evanston Red Devils, coached by Stormy Dolezal, number 2, a senior, Mia Barker. Number 20, a senior, Malia Wilson. Number 22, a senior, Malia Wilson. Number 20, a senior, Abby Rigby. Number 44, a senior, Stacia Barker. And number 45, a senior, Lily Johnson. A big thanks to Varsity Inc. for sponsoring today's starting lineups here on the pregame show. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the Arena PA for our national anthem.
The national anthem will be sung by Rock Springs High School's very own Kaylee Lineberger.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red the bones bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, let's get things started with tonight's starting lineups. We're going to start off with the Evanston Red Devils, starting off number 2.
A beautiful rendition of the starting lineup. Let's reintroduce you to those starting lineups. Once again, brought to you by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team. Mia Barker, Nylia Wilson, Abby Rigby, Stacia Barker, and Lily Johnson, all coming out in their road red uniforms, and they are moving quickly for the Lady Tigers. Number 15, Ashley Anderson. Number 10, Cameron James. Number 13, Emma Acey. Number 24, Ella Brewster. And number 23, Brenley Jenkins. As we are ready to get started here for our first quarter.
Please remember to cheer for your team and not against the opponent.
This tip-off brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. It's going to be Brenley Jenkins versus Stacia Barker. Evanston standing on the right side of the center stripe in red Rock Springs in white uniforms, orange numerals with tiger stripes going up the side. Kind of looks pretty slick for the Tigers on the left side of the stripe. The ball is up away, easily won by Stacia, but she bops it past Maylia Wilson and into the Evanston bench. Turnover to the Tigers. Jenkins starts with it, goes left side, James. Back out to Brinley at the top of the circle, dribbling towards the left elbow. James at the top of the arc. Right side to number 15, that's Anderson. Jenkins in the left quarter, back to Anderson. Looking for Brewster, trying to find in the lane Willoughby, but it is off of Stacia and over the baseline. Inbound pass for the Tigers under the Evanston backboard. Brinley Jenkins to throw it in on the far post. Goes left side to Brewster, back to Jenkins in the left corner. Brinley dribbling with Stacia on her. Goes back to James into the right elbow, locked out by Maylia Wilson. Hand off back to Jenkins, long cross-court pass to the left corner to Brewster, back to Jenkins at the top of the arc. Right side three from James, good. Cameron James letting the Red Devils know that it's not just Brinley Jenkins that they're going to have to account for. 3-0 Tigers. Basketball goes to the Red Devils, and quickly firing a shot under the net too hard is Johnson, taken back by the Tigers. The Tigers lead it 3-0 with 6:59 to play in the first. Jenkins at the free throw line, reversing course. Goes inside the lane, looking for the runner to Willoughby. It's through her arms and over the baseline. Turnover to the Red Devils. Inbound pass for Evanston. Maylia Wilson takes it for the team in red. Johnson, quick pass to Rigby. She drops it at the top of the arc. Picked up by the Tigers. Anderson quickly to Jenkins at the top of the arc. Jenkins driving it left side of the lane, and we got a foul. Lily Johnson tried to get there, but she tried to take the ball, but instead she gets a hack, and they're going to call it on the shot. So it'll be the first one on Johnson, and Brinley Jenkins will shoot 2 free throws. First one is up, and nothing but net. 4-0 Tigers. That is the first points for Jenkins in this one. 6:35 to play in the first. Tigers up. And trying to make it 5-0 is Jenkins, and she goes off the front iron, rolls around, pulled down by Emily Sawyer, who has checked in. Quickly over to Rigby, back to Wilson. Cross court to the right sideline to Stacia, right back to Wilson in the left wing. Wilson reverses back towards the logo, drives towards the free throw line. Cut off by James, who's playing tough defense. Right side, Mia Barker. Covered by Jenkins. Back to Malia at the top of the arc. Back to Rigby in the left wing. She drives the elbow, puts the jump shot up, short, right into the arms of Brinley Jenkins. Cross-court pass picked away by Wilson and into the arms of Stacia, but she drops the ball and they can't complete the Will Barker steal. Back to the Tigers. They lead at 4-0. Jenkins wide open right side, 3, too hard, and the rebound goes off of Evanston and over the baseline. It'll stay, with the Tigers as Abby Rigby checks out. Caitlin DeRue checks in. She'll join Cousins, Barker, Malia Wilson, and Emily Sawyer for the Red Devils. Jenkins inbounds it at the top of the circle. It's number 24, Brewster. Back to Jenkins on the left side. Drives into the left elbow, looking for James, and it's off of her fingertips in the left corner and over the baseline. Stacia Barker on defense, and a turnover to the Red Devils, trailing 4-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Inbound to DeRue, and a full court press being put on by the Tigers. Fessler now in the game as well, and Stacia pushed on the play, so the first foul coming against the Tigers. And it will come against Ella Brewster, the sophomore. Rock Springs team, remember, gives up 16 fouls per game. And Evanston, a 70% free throw shooting team, so you'd think they need to start driving to the cup. Mia Barker bounces right side to DeRue, finds Fessler at the left baseline, and she's fouled on the drive. Second foul on the Tigers. And an inbound play coming up at the baseline. Second team foul in the first one on Ashley Anderson. Fessler to inbound it at the far post. Goes right side to Mia in the corner. Covered by James. Drives into the elbow. Back out to Fessler. Left side from the key. Too hard. And rebound by the Tigers, but picked away by Evanston. Stacia and Kendall Fessler both there. It's Fessler who comes up with the Will Barker Redcastle Wealth Management steal. Mia Barker right side, long cross-court pass intercepted by Jenkins. It's Jenkins with 3 Red Devils. Jenkins step back 3 from the top of the arc. Short rebound by James, and she finishes it off. 6-0 Tigers. 4:45 to play. Coach Dolezal wants to stop the momentum, and we're going to take this timeout, brought to you by Brandon Day with Edward Jones. 6-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Tigers on top of the Red Devils on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
If you're not watching on MyLocalRadio.com, highly encourage you to go back and watch a little bit of the game. We got some new scoreboard graphics, the handiwork of our good friend Colin Holt, who brings so much to My Local Radio Sports. He did a great job, and I think the new scoreboard looks great. Unfortunately, the Red Devils are down on that scoreboard, 6-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, but it is Evanston basketball. Fessler with the inbound pass to DeRue. Left side, Mia Barker lobs one to Sawyer at the free throw line. Bounces back out to Mia. Drives into the elbow. Back out to DeRue. Top of the circle. Three is good. And the gap is cut in half. Katie DeRue with the first three ball. 6-3 for 23 to play in the first. DeRue, one of those great free throw shooters. Pass inside the lane. No good. To the Tigers, taken away back by Evanston on the rebound. DeRue with the basketball, tries a lob a pass for Kendall in the right corner, but deflected into the stands by Jenkins. Inbound play coming up as Mia Barker checks out, Abby Rigby checks in. 4:06 to play in the first quarter. Evanston down by 3. Goes to DeRue at the logo. Left side, Rigby. Finds Sawyer, jump shot from right in front of the free throw line is too hard off the mark, pulled down by Jenkins. 3:55, Tigers lead by 3. Handoff to James. Nope, fakes the handoff to James. Instead, she goes to Anderson, who retreats back towards the center. Left side, James, who has been definitely someone to keep an eye on. Jenkins on the left corner. Lobs one to a wide open runner. Ella Brewster finishes it off. 8-3. Red Devils down by 5 with 3:24 to play. Left side, Rigby. Lobs one to Stacia at the left side of the key. Spin moves into the lane. Puts the rattler up and in. And it's a 3-point game once again. 3:14 left in the first. Jenkins brings it forward. Thought about taking a 3. Instead goes right side, Anderson. James in the right corner. Long cross-court pass to Jenkins. 3 ball from the left wing. Too hard. Pulled down by Stacia, who went above 2 Tigers to get it back. Red Devils trail 8-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. DeRue goes right side. Fessler, open 3 on the right wing. Too short. Rebound by Stacia. She gets it back. Takes it to the right corner. Looking for DeRue. It bounces off of her foot. She rips it free from the arms of Anderson. Left side, Rigby. Evanston trying to calm this one down. Rigby goes into the lane, puts the floater up. Ball is loose and down off of Evanston and out of bounds. It'll go to the Tigers. Evanston down by 3. 2:34 to play in the first. ELAN All bringing you the action live from the Plains Tower broadcast booth. Thank you so much for joining me. Jenkins slowly bringing the ball across the time stripe. Picked up by Fessler. Right side, James. Stacia now picking her up. Left side back to AC. Jenkins in the left. Thought about taking a 3. Instead goes to James at the top of the arc. She drives towards the right side of the key. The right block puts the off-balance shot floater up, and it's too hard. Pulled down by Stacia, and now DeRue brings it forward. Long pass to Kendall Fessler on the right wing. Drives into the lane. She's hit by 2, not 1 but 2 Tigers. Dishes out to Stacia. Right side 3. Too long, and it's off of Sawyer as she tries to complete the rebound. And over the baseline. Turnover to the Tigers. DeRue's going to come out. Malia Wilson comes back in.
Ball's checking in 0. Lineberger.
Coming in for the Tigers. Number 0, that is Kaylee Lionberger, 5'7" sophomore. Jenkins, former All-Stater and a name that basketball fans in Wyoming know very, very well. Anderson with 1 foot inside the arc, distributes back out to AC. Jenkins in the left wing. Launches a 3 ball, just a touch too short. It goes off the front iron and rolls down to the hardwood. Picked up by Rigby. Goes left side Wilson, and now she'll rush across the time stripe. Malia into the left elbow. Crosses over by the baseline. Double team, distributes back out to Rigby. Goes Stacia, jump shot from the free throw line. Too hard, rebound by Anderson. Handoff to Jenkins, and with 70 seconds to play, it's a 3-point lead for the Tigers here in the first, and Wilson grabs Jenkins. It'll be her first foul and the 3rd on the Red Devils. Second, check that.
Number 2, Mia Barker.
Mia will check in for Wilson, and it'll be a inbound play in front of the Evanston Lady Red Devil bench. Jenkins inbounds to Brewster. Back out to James at the top of the circle. Anderson on the left. Over to Lionberger, and now back to James. Jenkins, top of the circle, 47 seconds to play in the first. Hand off to James again. Tries to lob one in the lane, but they're going to call a foul. The pass was up above Brewster. She jumps up to get it, and they're going to call Emily Sawyer for a push on Brewster. That's the third one on the Red Devils, first on Sawyer. Inbound at the low post for Jenkins. Goes over to AC, right side, James. 37 seconds play. Cameron drives in at elbow, versus out, back to Jenkins. Puts up a three from the top of the arc, front iron, and rolls right into the hands of Stacia Barker, who picks it up. Red Devils down by 3, 24 seconds to play in the first. Kendall Fessler goes right side in the corner to Rigby. She loses control of the basketball as it's bopped out of her hands by Jenkins and into the student section of Rock Springs. Rigby to inbound it for the Red Devils. 18 seconds left in the first. Goes to Stacia at the center line, back to Mia. 13 seconds play. Mia drives towards the right, block, reverses out, bounces out, looking for Sawyer. It's past her, but she reverses back out to get it. 6 seconds left, 5 seconds left. Rigby drops the basketball, picked up by AC, bounces it out to Jenkins, puts a half-court shot up, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. It's 8-5 Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Lady Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame show. Brentley Jenkins is the headliner, but Cameron James looks to be the difference right now. 5 of the 8 points by the Tigers belong to the senior that wears number 10. As we start our second quarter, Red Devils down 8-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan All bringing you the action live from the Plains Tire broadcast booth. It'll be Evanston basketball to start the 7. Lobs one to Sawyer, picked off by James, who elevates to get it away. James holding it at the top of the circle, 7:53 to play. Looking for a play inside the lane, collision, no call, as there was both players going for the ball, taken away by the Red Devils, and now Fessler brings it forward. Left side back to Mia, 7:40 to play. Red Devils down by 3. Stacia in the lane, puts the shot up, bounces it off the glass and in. And just like that, it's a 1-point game. Jenkins is going to hold it on the far side of the time stripe, now crosses over right side to Anderson. Driving towards the free throw line, puts the brakes on, goes back out to, to AC. Lobs one right side, 3 is off the mark from Lionberger and over the baseline. Turnover to the Red Devils, and now Evanston with a chance to take the lead. They trail at 8-7 with 7:08 to play in the first half. Fessler gets the inbound pass from Rigby. Marches across the timeline at the logo. Bounce out to Mia, who goes quickly back to Sawyer. Back to Mia. Looking for Fessler. It's off of her. And down on the ground. It's a scrum for the ball. Jenkins comes up with it. And now she drives one end to the other. Left block. Shot too hard. Pulled out of the sky by Stacia. Still a 1-point game. 6:40 to play in the second quarter. Fessler goes right side. Rigby lobs one to Sawyer. Blocked by AC, and she picks it out of the sky to complete it herself. Right side to Anderson. Back to Jenkins. Top of the circle 3. She was wide open. Front iron glass. No. Into the hands of Sawyer. 6:20 to play. Jenkins fouls Fessler, and that will be the third one on the Tigers.
Don't forget, welcome fans, spectators.
I believe the first one on Brentley.
Looking for a fan in the stands.
6:18 to play in the second quarter. Tigers lead at 8-7. Rigby with the inbound pass goes to Stacia at the logo, holding it towards the left sideline. Back to Mia in the left wing. Driving towards the corner, now traverses it back towards the top. Kendall Fessler at the free throw line. Jump shot from the right, too hard, pulled down by Stacia. She puts the shot up from under the net, and the Red Devils take the lead. 9-8, Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. James now will be the ball handler, bringing it forward. Left side, Anderson. Back to AC. Cameron Jenkins off the floor for Rock Springs. AC drives towards the right elbow. Now towards the right block. Tries to bounce one inside to Harris, who puts the shot up too long, pulled down by Mia. Fessler goes right side, Rigby. Abby holding it for a while, lobbing a pass in the elbow to Johnson, and Emma AC commits the foul, and that's the fourth one on the Tigers and the second one on AC, causing number 21, check that was not AC, that was Brewster. AC will check back into the game. Rigby to inbound it for the Red Devils, lobs one back towards the logo to Mia. Kendall at the top of the arc, drives towards the free throw line, back out to Wilson, and she gets called for a travel, trying to charge into the lane. 5:11 to play in the second. Red Devils lead 9-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. James with the basketball for the Tigers tells AC to come forward, and they try to put a play inside the lane to number 33. That would be Harris. And again, that's the second time in a row that they've tried to hit Harris in the lane, and it goes back to the Red Devils after that one crosses the baseline. Right side, Mia Barker back to Wilson at the top of the circle. Melia quickly finding Rigby in the right corner, driving towards the right block, puts the lob up. It is up and over the net, pulled down by the Tigers. Emma AC with the rebound. 4:38 to play. Red Devils up by 1. Right side, Anderson. James quickly goes to the left wing. Back to Anderson. Right side, 3 off the mark. Too hard. Pulled down by James. Tigers are going to get another chance. Anderson at the top of the arc for 3. That one rattles in and out. Rebound by AC. Back to Anderson again. She has taken 2 3 balls and has just not had the touch yet. Jenkins, though, has hit a 3 ball. She's in the right elbow. Long pass from right to left, and the ball's loose, picked up by Kendall Fessler. She dove on the ground to complete the Will Barker steal. Here's Malia Wilson, draws the foul in the lane, and the Red Devils will go to the Independent Software Solutions free throw line for the first time tonight. A team that shoots 70% from the line will get Malia Wilson to it. Wilson, 80% this season. First one is up and good. Red Devils up by 2, 10-8. And we talked about this in the pregame show. Evanston needs to show some aggression and get to the stripe, because if they do, 7 times out of 10, they're going to pick up the points. Next one is good. Wilson goes 2 for 2, and the Red Devils lead by 3. James gets the inbound pass as Jenkins goes back to the table, stolen by May Wilson. She drives into the lane, and she's going to get another one. Wilson with back-to-back drives into the lane. They hack her both times, and after going 2 for 2 earlier, she's got a chance to do it again. Back to the line for another Independent Software Solutions free throw. Let ISS be your IT guy. First one from Wilson is nothing but nets. Red Devils up by 2 possessions as Cameron James will come off the court, but Brinley Jenkins comes back on. Wilson could put the Red Devils up by 5 with this one. 2 of 2 on the way. That one's a front iron and dribbles through. 13-8 Red Devils with 3:50 to play in the first half. Jenkins goes right side. Back to Anderson. Brinley now left wing. Drives towards the elbow cut off by Fessler. Anderson back to James in the lane. Lobs one to AC, bounces back out, and elbow stolen by Rigby, and she gets called for a travel. And I think she knew it. She picked up the ball, immediately took 2 steps, and the look on her face, she goes, oh, that would have been nice, but short memory for Abby, and we are moving on. Jenkins with the inbound pass. At the baseline, goes right side Anderson, picked up by Wilson, who has 4 points in the game. Jenkins, top of the circle. Red Devils have shut out the Tigers here in the second quarter, if I believe my quick memory is right. Right side, holding it for the Tigers was Webb. Back to Jenkins, left side of the key, spins, puts the shot up from right in front of the free throw line. Pulled down by AC, too hard, and another attempt by the Tigers falls right into the arms of Lily Johnson with the rebound. Red Devils up by 5 with 2:49 to play here in the first half. Fessler on the right wing drives into the lane and takes a step too many and gets called for a travel. Turnover to the Tigers. And now Stacia checks in for Lily Johnson. Jenkins with the basketball for the Tigers. At the top of the circle, waiting for his junior, Kendall Fessler. Harris back to Jenkins. Now Jenkins drives towards the right side of the block. Draws the foul as she falls to the ground, putting the floater up. And Jenkins will go to the free throw line. They're going to call it against Stacia, and that is the 4th foul on the Lady Devils. Kate DeRue and Mia Barker are both at the scorer's table, so they will be coming on after this first free throw by Jenkins. First one is front iron, glass, and drops through. Lead for the Red Devils shrunk down to 4. Rigby and Fessler will come out, so DeRue and Mia Barker will join Stacia, Emily Sawyer, and Maylia Wilson. Next one from Jenkins is good. 3-point lead for the Red Devils with 2:29 to play here in the first half. DeRue goes across the time stripe, bounces it over to Sawyer at the free throw line. Back out to DeRue, hit a 3-ball earlier. Wilson in the right wing, puts up a 3. That one spins in and out, pulled down by AC. Tigers quick in transition, but the Red Devils are back to set up a defense. Anderson at the center logo with 2 minutes to play in the second. Anderson towards the left wing, into the corner, looking for Webb. Finds Jenkins, left block, draws the foul. So Jenkins will do what Maylia Wilson did earlier and get back-to-back chances to go to the stripe. It's the second foul on Emily Sawyer. And the 5th team foul. Tigers have 6. Jenkins, first free throw, nothing but net. And it's a 2-point game. Jenkins comes in with a 68% free throw percentage. This Rock Springs team, as Jenkins spins it in and out, so only 1 for 2, and the Red Devils still up by 2. Finishing that thought, Rock Springs shoots 60% from the line. DeRue goes right side to Wilson. 1:40 to play. Stacia in the right elbow. Back out to Maylia in the right wing. Wilson. Long cross-court pass to Mia in the left elbow. Back to Wilson, top circle. Drives into the lane. Puts the shot up, and she draws the foul again. Wilson is going back to the free throw line for the 3rd time this game. And she's 4 for 4. 1:25 to play here in the first half. And the Red Devils now in the bonus. So it's 1 for 1. And they're going to judge that one was shooting, so it was not 1 for 1 as Wilson misses her first free throw of the night. Either way, Red Devils in the bonus and will shoot free throws for the rest of the half. Second foul on Brinley Jenkins as Wilson splashes through the second one, and the Red Devils go up by 3. 1:25 to play here in the second quarter. Coach Candelaria telling his team to slow it down and calm down. 1:17 to play. Left side, number 0, Lionberger. Back to James in the right. Cameron drives towards the elbow, retreats back out as Mia Barker rips the ball out of her hands, and she's fouled by James. Mia's going to go to the free throw line. Mia ripped the ball out of Cameron James' hand, and then James fouls her. Mia, a 45% free throw shooter. And that is the 8th foul on the Tigers. Second one on James. First one from Mia is good, and it was 1 for 1, so she's going to get a second Independent Software Solutions free throw. Let ISS be your IT guy. James will check out, and checking in is Janessa Hansen. Next one from Mia, too hard, pulled down by the Tigers. It's going to be Webb who brings it forward. 1 minute to play in the first half. Right side, Hansen. Goes to Harris, right block, too hard, pulled down by Stacia Barker. I'm not keeping track of rebounds, but she has got to have more than a few. 46 seconds to play. Here comes Wilson across the time stripe. Back out to Mia with 42 seconds in the left wing. Johnson at the left block. Goes into the lane, and she gets called for a travel. She picked the ball up and maybe took one step too many. And with 37.3 seconds to play in the half, Tigers trail by 4 and have the basketball. Harris brings it forward, goes right side to Hansen. Way at the top of the circle to AC. Cross-court pass right side and almost ripped out of the hands of Webb. Malia Wilson causes the tie-up. Possession arrow pointed with Rock Springs. 24.9 seconds to play as Malia Wilson wanted that Red Castle Wealth Management steal. Inbound by the Tigers. 20 seconds left in the half. Webb goes to Harris at the free throw line. Back out to AC. Holding it is Webb again, and it's going to be a shot from the lane. Short, rebounded by AC with 6 seconds left. Back out, long three ball with 3 seconds left. Rebounded by Johnson. She chucks it across the court, and that's the half. Red Devils lead it 15-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this with our halftime show, brought to you by Independent Software Solutions on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on mylocalradio.com and K9.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds. Plus job listings, fun giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch live as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches, catch up on local and regional news, and get accurate weather conditions and forecasts. Visit mylocalradio.com, like us on Facebook, and stream it all now.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
Welcome back to the Plain Sire broadcast booth and the Independent Software Solutions halftime show. Everybody wants their own IT guy. Now you can let ISS be your IT guy. At the half, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard is Evanston 15, Rock Springs 11. And looking at the stats right now, Rock Springs outscored Evanston 8-5 in the first quarter, but the Red Devils taking care of the Tigers 10-3. Thanks to some really great free throw shooting. Evanston has been to the line 4 times, and they are 6 of 8 in the game, and that is a direct result of that 70% free throw. So now, that, by the way, that 6 points, so 6 free throws are the difference in this game as Evanston leads it 15-11. Red Devils led by Malia Wilson. She's got 5 points, all from the charity stripe. Tied with Cameron James for a game high. Cameron James picked up all of her points in the first quarter to help out the Tigers. So 5 of the 10 points came from Malia Wilson, and 5 of the 8 points in the first quarter came from the Tigers. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more of our Independent Software Solutions halftime show, and it'll have a interview with Evanston Red Devil head coach for the boys basketball team to get you set for the boys matchup, Mr. Rob Watsabaugh. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Here with Evanston boys swimming coach Kate Schmidt. Coach Schmidt, over. Again, we did not have the correct interview. We really apologize for that. We will definitely look to remedy that right now. We do have an interview with Coach Watsabaugh. Just give us 1 second, and we will have that ready to go. Coach Watsabaugh said that this team was like looking in a mirror, and here is that interview with Coach Watsabaugh. Here with Evanston boys basketball head coach Rob Watsabaugh. Coach Watsabaugh, last time we took on this team, it was an overtime victory that was started by a half-court heave at the buzzer. Anytime these two teams get together, there's always some great drama going on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a battle tonight, offensively and defensively. We're going to have to grind it out on offense and get some really good looks, and then defensively really lock in and guard some of their actions, whether they go inside or try and dribble drive towards the rim and look for a drop-off easy.
You guys are coming off of a 2-0 weekend, a nail-biter of a win over a decent Torrington team, and also a good win over Cokeville. What does it do for the confidence of these boys to come out of a weekend getting 2 big wins?
I think it was good for us to get those 2 wins. We were able to do some stuff that we haven't really shown, but I know that our guys can do it. So that's good for them to get that confidence, individually, but as a team too. I thought we came away with 2 wins on such short notice, and we're happy to get those 2 games and come out on the right side there.
If you could, was it as last minute as it sounded to kind of get ready to go to Kemmer?
Yeah, it was. We were getting ready to head to Cheyenne. Roads were closed. We didn't think we could make it there in time. We didn't know if we could get all the way there even. So, our AD, Bubba, he called Kemmer, and at about 8 o'clock found out that we were playing at noon. So we decided, hey, we're going to go up there and we want to play a game. So, and then same thing once we got there. I said I want to play another game, and Cokeville was willing. So we picked that game up Saturday morning at 9 a.m.
What does it say about your boys to be able to change plans so quickly and go from, all right, we're playing in Laramie at 3 o'clock to, nope, we're playing in Kemmer at noon?
Yeah, it's tough for our guys to think that we should be in Cheyenne right now playing those games. I'm happy that we picked up games. I think practice would have not been as productive as normal, so I'm glad that we did get those games. Those kids wanted games. We'd worked for 2 weeks over Christmas break to play some games, so I'm glad that we picked those 2 games up.
How excited are you guys to be at the tail end of the quote-unquote preseason, and you're playing your first conference game tonight? How excited are you guys to be getting into the real meat of the season?
Yeah, I think we're excited. Everything, steps up a little bit here, and it's a conference game. These games do matter for us now in seeding at the end of the year. So, we're going to have to come out, we're going to have to execute and play really good, solid defense on a couple of their good guys, and then, rebound the ball well and hopefully move forward in some of our shortcomings that we've had this year so far.
If you could talk to us a little bit about Rock Springs and what you guys are expecting from them tonight.
Yeah, so Rock Springs, they like to run their offense. They don't try and get up and down a whole lot like we've seen before early. We're going to have to contain number 11 Biter, pretty good little point guard for them. The ball's in his hands most of the time. And then inside, number 32, Schoenfeld, we're going to have to be pretty solid on him. He's a big kid. He's strong, so we're going to have to make his looks as tough as we can inside tonight.
That's Coach Rob Watsabaugh, head coach for Evanston boys basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we're talking to you at the end of the game after an Evanston win.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Go Red Devils.
A big thank you to Coach Rob Watsabaugh for getting us ready for the boys game. This marks the end of our halftime show today, brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. You can have your IT guy, or you can have your own IT guy. All you have to do is call ISS and let them be your IT guy. Right after these messages, we'll have the start of the third quarter, the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston 15, Rock Springs 11. You're listening to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Lady Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
One minute away as we bring you back to the Plain Star broadcast booth. ELAN OLLIFF bringing you the action live from Rock Springs High School as we start quarter number 3, 15-11. Lady Red Devils as the game high scores tied at 5. One for Rock Springs, one for Evanston. Cameron James for the Tigers and Malia Wilson for the Red Devils. The start of the third quarter, brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. 8 minutes go on the board as we get set for our third quarter, and one of these two teams will pick up a conference win in a matter of about half an hour. Evanston with the basketball, inbound by Abby Rigby, lobs one to Stacia, and Stacia spinner in the right side of the lane, gets her own rebound back, reverses towards the far post, pops it up and puts it in. Red Devils up 17-11, and they strike quickly and first from the locker room. Right side to Jenkins. Right knee brace on, goes to the free throw line, puts on the brakes, runs into Mia Barker, puts the shot up over contact. It spins around and drops through. Red Devils lead by 4 with 7:28 to play. Full court put on by the Tigers. Wilson can't get around the trap, bounces back out to Stacia. She goes across the the timeline to Johnson, back out to Melia, who holds it at the logo. Wilson slows it down, lobs one to Johnson in the left wing. Takes one dribble, goes into the elbow, bounces it to Stacia in the right key, puts the shot up, draws the foul, and Stacia's going to the line. Independent Software Solutions free throws led ISSB or IT guy for Stacia Barker. Stacia comes in with a 65% free throw percentage. Evanston have only missed 2 of 8 tonight. Make that Stacia, who makes it 3 of 9. Still an impressive free throw percentage for Evanston. And Stacia, the senior, just kind of put too much on that one as it bounced high off the back iron. Second Independent Software Solutions free throw on the way. She drains it. Red Devils go up by 5. 7:03 to play here in the third quarter. Anderson slowly across the timeline, goes to Jenkins. Back at the logo, dribbles towards the left wing. Drives into the elbow, puts the jump shot up from the left side of the key. Too hard, pulled down on the right iron by Stacia. 6:45 left in the third. Wilson goes to Johnson, left elbow, jump shot too short. Flying in to get it back with Stacia Barker, and it drops just off of the iron. That would have been your Dr. McKay Franco precision play of the game for sure. Jenkins with the ball, goes left side, drives into the elbow, kicks it back out to Anderson. Left side 3, well short. Pulled down by the Tigers, but it's poked over the line. No, they're going to call a foul instead on Stacia. Check that. Mia Barker's going to get hit with the foul. That's the first one on Evanston in the half. The first foul on Mia, so she'll go to the bench. So too does Lily Johnson, as Sawyer and Fessler check in, joining Rigby, Wilson, and Stacia. Anderson flings it over to AC at the top of the arc. Right side to Jenkins, back to Anderson. Jenkins at the top of the circle. Shot at 3 is too long. Rebound by the Tigers. Bounces it off of the left backboard. Picked up by Sawyer. Here comes Stacia for the Red Devils, and she's fouled. It's going to come against Cassidy Webb, I believe. Check that. It's the third foul on Ella Brewster, the sophomore. Rigby with the inbound pass for the Red Devils. Goes to Fessler at the top of the arc. The junior bounces right back out to Rigby. Lob one to Sawyer. She draws the foul. Good aggression by Emily Sawyer to notice that there's either a shot there or a foul there, and now she'll go shoot Independent Software Solution free throws. Sawyer, an 80% free throw shooter. One of those rare posts that can cash in from the line. First one from Emily, front iron glassing just a touch too hard, comes down. Sawyer, a 3-year contributor. She's a junior. Stands at 6'1", as the second one will be on the way momentarily. And that one, front iron, bounce high, and pulled down by Rigby. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow going to the Tigers. Rigby had the rebound, and then one of the Tigers came up and put hands on it, causing the jump ball. Jenkins gets the inbound pass from Anderson, and now she brings it forward. Rigby waiting for it at the top of the circle. DeRue checking in now for the Red Devils. Brewster looking for Anderson. Jenkins in the left corner. Trap put on by the Red Devils. Trying to bounce one in the lane. Stolen by Sawyer with the Will Barker steal. Fessler goes left side. DeRue. Red Devils up by 5. Back to Rigby in the right wing. Lobs one for Sawyer, but it's out of her reach and over the baseline. Turnover to the Tigers. Red Devils still lead it by 5 with 5:12 to play here in the third. Jenkins slowly bringing it up the court. Red Devils set up in the half court. Light pass almost taken away by Fessler. Instead, it is Anderson who goes back and gets it. AC hands off to Jenkins. Left side, Anderson for three. That one is drained, and it cuts the gap down to 2. Big shot by Anderson. Fessler drives across the free throw or the timeline. Puts the brakes on the elbow, back to Stacia. Rigby at the top of the circle. Guarded by Anderson, right side. Fessler, and contact between Fessler and Harris. And she causes Fessler to lose the ball. Goes over the baseline. Turnover back to the Tigers. 2-point lead for Rock Springs. 4:29 left in the third. Anderson brings it forward for the home team in white. Left side, Jenkins. Long cross-court pass to Anderson. Right side, 3, and she drains that one. Back-to-back trays for Anderson, and the Tigers lead by 1. Left side, Daru finds Stacia at the lane. Puts the shot up short. Pulled out of the sky by Anderson. Here come the Tigers with a 1-point lead. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Left side, Jenkins. Drives into the elbow, the left block. Puts the shot up, blocked by Stacia, but she's going to get called for a foul. It's going to come on Stacia again. That'll send Jenkins to the line. Second one on Stacia. That was one of those ones where Stacia got there, put on the block, sent it back, but bumped hips. Jenkins to shoot for the Tigers, stretches the lead out from 1 to 2, and it's 20-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard with 3:49 to play in the third. Mia will trade out Stacia. She'll join Fessler, Wilson, Sawyer, and Daru. The next one from Jenkins is good, 21-18. It's a 3-point lead for the Tigers. Sawyer drives across the free throw line, picked up by Lionberger. Back out to Fessler, left elbow from the block, draws the foul, and Fessler's going to the line. .68% free throw shooter Kendall Fessler, as the second foul is called against Ashley Anderson. Next one, first one from Fessler, rings in and out, bounces high off the glass and through the twine. 2-point lead for the Tigers. Next one by Fessler, couldn't get the bounce that time, pulled down by the Tigers, number 33. That is Harris. Anderson on the right side, drives to the free throw line, distributes back out to Lionberger, back to Anderson. Quick pass, Jenkins in the left elbow. Drives towards the left block, past Mia Barker. Puts the shot up and in, 23-19. Tigers. Wilson drives across the line, goes back right side. Fessler, jump shot from the elbow. Too hard. Rebound by Mia Barker. Wilson calling for it at the top of the arc. Instead, they find a wide open Kendall Fessler, and she distributes it in there. Red Devils cut the gap down to 2. Lob pass inside the lane. Instead of putting it in the cup, they go back outside. Stolen by Malia Wilson and fouled by Lionberger. Let's take a look at that put in by Fessler on the replay. Wide open. They weren't accounting for her. And just a brilliant play by Fessler. That's your lead candidate of your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, I'm telling you, right now. Back to live action. Red Devil basketball. Fessler with the fadeaway off the front iron, the glass. No good. Rebound by Mia Barker, but there was contact there. She drops the ball, goes back to the Tigers. Red Devils down by 2. Wide open. Carly Nandrup in the lane. Puts the shot up, but she gets called for a travel. Red Devil basketball, 2:23 to play in the third. Evanston down by 2. Stacia goes to the scores table. She'll be coming in momentarily. Drew across the line, left side to Wilson. Drives to the lane, back out to Drew. Right side, long two. Too hard, rebound by Jenkins. 2:08 to play here in the third. Jenkins on the right, puts up a three ball from way out there, college range. And the rebound goes off of Rock Springs and over the baseline. Red Devil basketball. 1:59 to play here in the third quarter. Evanston trailing by 2. Wilson with the inbound pass goes to Fessler. Quickly right back to Wilson as the full court is put on by the Tigers. Evanston breaks it pretty easily, though. Wilson at the top of the arc goes right side. Lily Johnson from the right elbow goes into the lane, puts the shot up too hard, and we've got a crowd for the rebound. We're going to get a jump ball for sure. Webb got there first. And a Red Devil, I believe it was Stacia, went down to the ground to get it back. Possession arrow pointing in the right direction for Evanston. Inbound play coming up for the Red Devils. Wilson ready for the inbound play at the near post. Lobs one to Stacia, puts the shot up over the defense. The rebound is off of Rock Springs and out of bounds. 98 seconds to play here in the third. Red Devils trail by 2. Wilson lobs one wide open. Kendall Fessler, top of the circle, 3, too hard off the back iron. Pulled down by Stacia. She loses the ball. It's loose, picked up by Stacia, and she gets called for a travel. Turnover back to the Tigers, and they'll inbound it on the left sideline. Bounces it to Jenkins with 89 seconds to play here in the third. Red Devils down by 2. Jenkins towards the right wing. Left side to number 3. Now back to Jenkins. And a bad pass in the lane. Evanston watches it, goes over the baseline, and they'll take it back with 1:13 to play in the third. Still down by 2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Rock Springs up 23-21. Fessler slowly marches across, now puts on the brakes. Goes right side, Mia Barker. Back to Lily at the top of the circle. Kendall on the left. Steps back outside the arc. Guarded by Jenkins. Back to Barker in the left corner. Mia in the left wing. Drives to the elbow. Puts it on the brakes. Bounces it around the defense to Stacia. Wide open. Kendall Fessler gets her, puts the shot up. It's short. Gets her own rebound. Puts up another bad shot. Pulled down by Stacia. And 1. They count it. It's a tie game. And the Red Devils will have Stacia to go to the line to try to put Evanston on top with 42.7 seconds to play in the third, that is. First one from Stacia. Bounce too hard. Rebound by the Tigers. Tie ball game. 39 seconds to play in the third. 23 all. Jenkins brings it over the center stripe. Cuts to the left. And Mia Barker playing tough defense on her. Hand off to Nandra. Back to the right side. Finding Jenkins at the top of the circle. Drives towards the left side of the lane. Puts on the brakes. Tries to get around Mia. Puts up the floater from the right side. Too light. Rebound is going to be a foul on Stacia. She wasn't any, I don't know if she was anywhere near the action on that one. .33, that's Sydney Harris will shoot the free throws for the Tigers, put them up. Bounces the first one off the back iron. Emily Sawyer and Abby Rigby will come in. That is the third foul on Stacia Barker. Lily Johnson will come out as well. So Sawyer will be the lead post. She missed both of them. Rebound by the Red Devils, 10 seconds left. Wilson with 8 seconds left, into the left block. Puts the shot up, too short, pulled down by Jenkins. 3 seconds left, picks up the basketball. Full court heave, and that's short. And we are all knotted up at 23 going into the third. Buckle up, it's going to be a fun end to this one. It's a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. Rock Springs 23, Evanston 23.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
Evanston with the basketball as Fessler drives in the lane, bounces it off a Tiger defender, rebound by Wilson. Her shot is short as we start the fourth quarter, all knotted up at 23. Cameron James back in the game. Drives uncontested into the lane, puts the layup up, and finishes it off for the Tigers. 25-23 as Rock Springs, the home team, takes a fresh lead. ELAN bringing the action live from the Plains Tower broadcast booth. Rigby tries to put up the shot at the free throw line, taken away by Rock Springs. Long cross-court pass, beautiful tip by Kendall Fessler, who tips that into the arms of Rigby, goes right back out to Wilson. And Kendall Fessler with the Will Barker Red Castle Wealth Management steal. Bad pass by Mia Barker trying to find Sawyer in the left elbow, crosses the baseline. And now Caitlin DeRue and Lily Johnson check in for Wilson and DeRue. They'll join Mia Barker, Emily Sawyer, and Kendall Fessler. Jenkins brings the ball over the time stripe, right side to Anderson. She's hit two big three balls earlier. Still in three-point territory. Step back, top of the circle, three. That one short. Rebound by Jenkins in the left elbow. Drives to the block. Distributes back out to AC. Left block. Rattles it through. And Rock Springs coming through big time. Ella Brewster causes the Red Devils to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. It's 27-23 Tigers on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes. For the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
27-23, Tigers come out on a 4-0 run to start the fourth quarter. And with 6:33 left in regulation, it's Rock Springs leading the Red Devils. ELAN bringing you the action live from the Plains Tire broadcast booth. Mia Barker to inbound it at the high post for the Red Devils. 6:30 to play. Mia goes quickly and full court press put on by the Tigers. Evanston breaks it. Mia towards the right side. Fessler at the top of the arc. Right back to Mia in the right again. Back out to Kendall. DeRue in the left wing. Dribbling back towards the top. Back to Fessler in the elbow. Mia on the right. 6:08 to play here in the fourth. Barker to the free throw line. Elevates, and the shot is off of the front iron. Rebound goes off of Stacia. and over the baseline. Stacia's got to be careful. She's got 3 fouls on her already. And a 4-point lead for Rock Springs as they'll take the ball forward. Jenkins holds up one finger to signify the play. The Tigers will run. Evanston in the road reds with Rock Springs in the white and orange home unis. Right side, Jenkins, 1 foot inside the arc. Actually, that's going to be a step back three, short from the right wing, pulled down by Wilson. Malia goes across the timeline, tries to finish it off, bounces back out to open Kate DeRue in the right corner. Now finds Fessler, drives towards the free throw line, puts the shot up from about 6 out, too hard, rebound by Jenkins. 5:24 to play, left side, three, Brewster, short, rebound by Stacia, who gets that one back. Lob one to Fessler, 11 rebounds for Stacia Barker, according to the stats we're able to have right here. Left side, three, DeRue, too hard, pulled down by James at the free throw line. Distributes right side. Brewster holding it in the right corner. Back out to Anderson at the top of the circle. 3 Red Devils at the scorer's bench. Left side, Jenkins, under 5 to play. Red Devils down by 4. Brenly at the top of the arc in three-point land, holding it, retreating back towards the logo. Fessler picks her up on defense. Right side, Anderson in the wing. Dribbles towards the top of the circle. Left side, back to Jenkins. Bounces it to James. Right block, puts the off-balance shot up, and draws the foul. James puts up the shot with her body almost diagonal, falling towards the bucket from the right block. Draws the foul, and now she'll shoot 2 free throws for the Tigers. First one is good, and it is a 5-point lead for Rock Springs. Evanston will see Stacia Barker, Katie Drew, and Malia Wilson sit out. So for the Red Devils, it's Abby Rigby, Kendall Fessler, Lily Johnson, Mia Barker, and Emily Sawyer. Next one from James, rattles through. 6-point lead for the Tigers. 4:36 to play in the fourth. Inbound to Rigby, covered by James in the full court. Back to Mia, left side, Johnson. She's triple teamed, and it's the trap. Right side, Fessler puts the shot up in the lane and bounces it in. Kendall Fessler, 29-25 as she puts in the lane, puts the light shot up, and bounces it through the net. Jenkins, left side to Brewster. Back to James at the top of the arc, right side, Brenly Jenkins. 4:04 to play. Red Devils down by 4. Right side, James. Holds it for a while. Goes into the elbow, the right block, puts the shot up. She's short. Rebound by Mia Barker. Mia goes right side, Rigby in the lane. Back to Sawyer, puts the spinning shot up, draws the foul. Sawyer under the basket, spins, puts the shot up, contact made, and it's the second foul on Sydney Harris. Big free throws for Evanston to cut the gap down to 2. Sawyer to shoot. 80% free throw shooter this year. First one is up. And the Independent Software Solutions free throw bounces off the front iron, the glass, and down. Ella Acey will come in for Sydney Harris for Rock Springs. Red Devils have Mia Barker, Kendall Fessler, Malia Wilson, Abby Rigby, and shooting her second of 2 Independent Software Solutions free throws, that is Emily Sawyer. Missed the first one, doesn't miss the second. 3-point game. 3:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Evanston, by the way, now in the bonus, so they'll shoot free throws the rest of the way. Left side, Jenkins with Mia Barker on defense. Jenkins drives towards the left side. Mia cuts her off. Bounces back out towards the top of the circle to Acey. Right side, Anderson. Back out, Brewster. Back towards the logo. 3:23 to play. Jenkins in the left. Holding it for a while. Now drives towards the free throw line. Hands off to Brewster. Back to Jenkins. Right elbow, right block. And she gets called for a no. She's pushed. She was pushed over the baseline. And the foul comes against Mia. That's her second one and the 5th one on the Red Devils. Jenkins inbounded with 3:08 to play, and the Rock Springs up by 3. Wide open Anderson, left corner 3. Too hard. Rebound by James. They're going to get another shot at it. We talked about in the pregame show, one of the keys of the games is rebounds. Tigers doing a good job here in the fourth quarter. Right side, Briley Jenkins, too hard, pulled down by Maylia Wilson. May drives towards the right elbow. Looking for Rigby off of her hands. She picks it up. Right side, Maylia Wilson thought about taking a right wing 3. Instead, finds Rigby back at the logo. Wilson on the right side. 2:34 to play. Wilson bounces it to Mia, and timeout called by Coach Fessler. We'll take it as well. This timeout brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. Let ISS be your IT guy. We'll be right back. Timeouts this year, brought to you by Brandon Day with Edward Jones. We'll be right back after this on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Under 3 to play in the fourth quarter at the Plain Sire broadcast booth here in Rock Springs. And it's a 3-point lead for the Tigers over your Evanston Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Inbound pass by the Red Devils to Kendall Fessler, top of the arc, right side. Stacia back to the right elbow, handoff to Maylia, 2:25. Wilson at the free throw line, back out to Fessler in the right elbow. Cut off by the double team, rips it away from two would-be Steelers. Shot too hard, rebound by Stacia. She loses the basketball, bops it over to Maylia. Wilson from the left block, puts the shot up. No contact. It goes off of Rock Springs and over the baseline.
We have a 30-second timeout call.
And a 30-second timeout called by Coach Dolezal. We'll take it as well. We'll be right back after this message from one of our great sponsors on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball, K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The importance of saving and learning how to use money wisely can be taught from a very young age. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we offer youth accounts to help kids learn to save, borrow, and spend responsibly. Our youth accounts are special, just like the kids in our community. Check out our See You Grow, See You Learn, and See You Prosper accounts for kids 0 to 18. These accounts are great to start managing finances. Open a youth account today for $1. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
2:07 in the fourth. Red Devils down by 3, but they have the basketball with an inbound at the right post. Hand off to Fessler, back to Wilson at the free throw line. She gets to the ground, back out to Rigby, left side. She dribbles into the elbow, bounces back out to Wilson. They are letting them play tonight. A lot of contact. Back to Wilson, top of the circle. Lobs one to Stacia. From the lane, puts the shot up, too hard, pulled down by Brewster for the Tigers. Check that AC. Jenkins with the basketball, under 2 to play. 3-point lead for Rock Springs. Jenkins holds it for a while. Now hands off Anderson on the right side. Back over to Brewster in the left wing. She's mugged and fouled. It's going to come against Maylia Wilson. Contact made.
Wilson checking in, number 30.
Second foul on Wilson. And the 6th one on Evanston. 1:23 to play here in the fourth quarter. Jenkins inbounded right in front of her own bench. Goes left side, James. Spins into the top of the circle, retreated back towards the logo. Covered tough by Maylia Wilson. Pass right side, back to James. Anderson in the right corner. 70 seconds to play in the fourth. Left side, Brewster. Right side to James. A minute left to play. James hold it at the top of the circle. Back left side, Anderson, and Wilson commits the foul with 55 seconds left. It will send Anderson to the free throw line. And with 55 seconds left, these are big free throws for the sophomore, Ashley Wilson. Again, a 100% free throw shooter coming into this week. Only a small sample size, though, 4 for 4. But with the range we've seen from her, sample size may not matter. First one from Anderson. It's 1 for 1, and she drains it through. It's a 2-possession ball game. 30-26. Well, we told you on the pitchfork earlier today that this was going to be 2 very close games, and the game 1 has certainly lived up to it. Missed second free throw, pulled down by Jenkins with 52 seconds left. Timeout called. We're going to take it as well. The conclusion of this one when we come back. It's a 4-point lead for Rock Springs, under a minute to play on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
All right, inbound for the Tigers. 50 seconds to go. James in the left wing. Covered by Johnson, now picked up by Drew, and she's fouled. 46.9 seconds, and now Cameron James. 4-point lead. I don't know if you could say she ices it, but it becomes a high mountain to climb for Evanston if she hits both these. First one from Cameron, spins around and good. Well, we told you earlier in the game that Brinley Jenkins is the headline, but man, Cameron James has come to play, and Coach Candelaria told us she's developed into quite the complimentary piece for Rock Springs as she goes 2 for 2. 6-point lead, inbound to Deru. They need to get it in one of their three-point shooters' hands. Right side, Barker. Left side to Stacia. Finds Lily Johnson at the left part of the key. Puts the shot up and draws the foul. She's going to shoot 2 with 36 seconds to play. So Lily Johnson, as AC picks up her first foul. Lily, a 60% free throw shooter in the early going of the season. First one off the back iron too hard. The senior takes a deep breath, and now 36 seconds and a 6-point lead the Red Devils have to overcome. Drains through the second one, and Kendall Fessler will come in. It's a 5-point lead with 36 seconds to play. Brinley Jenkins to inbound it. Evanston putting on the full court. Going to try to make this as difficult as possible. Jenkins lobs one to Cameron James. Catches on the run. She's off and running into the lane. Lays it up off the glass. And that will probably do it. 28 seconds to play. Right side, Mia Barker puts up the long 2. Way long. And it's over the baseline. Going back to the Tigers with 21.6 seconds to play. Red Devils down by 7. Jenkins, long pass, gets James again on the run, puts up the shot, and 1. Cameron James wearing the cape for the Tigers. And if her previous shot didn't put it away, this one will. It's a 9-point lead with 18 seconds left in the fourth. James gets the and 1, puts the shot up and drains it through. This was a close nail biter. We knew it would be. And Cameron James might have just put this one too far away. 17 seconds left. Wilson with the basketball. James in tow. Malia across the timeline with 12 seconds left. Bounces it out to Fessler. Lob 1 to Rigby. Puts the shot up, and it is too hard. Rebound by Stacia, but It is off of Rock Springs and out of bounds. 6 seconds left. Daru to inbound it. 6 seconds left. Evanston going to try to get something before the end of this one. They're down 37-27. 5 seconds left to Fessler. Left side, Daru. Corner 3. That one off the back iron. Rebound by Rock Springs, and that's the game. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, the Tigers and Evanston duel in a battle. Tigers take it 37-27. We'll be right back after this with our post-game show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks, and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Welcome to our post-game show. Man, if you're just joining us, you missed a nail biter. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Rock Springs 37, Evanston 27. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Well, this one got started as a nail biter as Rock Springs outscored the Red Devils 8-5. Then Evanston responded with a 10-3 second quarter to take a 15-11 lead into the locker room. Rock Springs, though, responds with a huge 12-point third quarter, helped out by 2 3 balls by Ashley Anderson. Evanston puts up 8 in the third quarter. And then in the fourth quarter, it was all Rock Springs outscoring Evanston 14-4. Cameron James with a whopping 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points in the fourth quarter. 11 of the 14 points coming from Cameron James as they will take out the Red Devils in a nail-biter. Final score 37-27. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap. Brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. It's time for your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game. Brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to take it back to the replay as this play happened in the third quarter. Oh, yep. We're going to have to correct that. Apologies. So it happened in the third quarter. It was a moment where Evanston could have either gone for the 3 ball as you had a wide open Red Devil standing at the top of the arc, or distribute it inside to a sneaky wide open Kendall Fessler, and that's what they did, and she finished it off. Congratulations to Kendall Fessler for taking our Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game for this one. We're going to move on to our MyLocalRadio.com Player of the Game, and for the Red Devils, they were led tonight 5 from Malia Wilson, 5 from Kendall Fessler. Well, Wilson got the play of the game. Malia Wilson goes 5 for 6 from the free throw line to get her points, and it's that precision shooting I think is going to get her the player of the game. So Malia Wilson, your player of the game on this one. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get you set for the boys game. Again, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, Lady Red Devils fall to the Tigers of Rock Springs 37-27 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Thomas drives into the lane off the glass and one as well.
It's time for our scene set for the boys game, brought to you by El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, the best in the West. The Rock Springs Tigers come in with a 1-9 record. Their lone win thus far comes from a 58-55 contest over Fruta, Colorado during the Flaming Gorge Classic. Rock Springs averages almost 41 points per game and allows 60. First-year head coach Bill Rosette brings a fairly young and inexperienced team to 2022, as you will find out when we start calling out names for the Tigers. For the Evanston Red Devils, coached by second-year head coach Rob Watsaba, they're looking for win number 4 of the season after a 2-0 weekend with a 51-48 nail-biter over 3A Kimmer and a 48-40 win over against 1A Cokeville. The Red Devils, led by senior Noah Conrad with 11 points per game, average 41 points per game and allow 66 points per game. But again, those stats, much like the girls, were published before the 2-0 weekend in Kemmer. Last time these two teams met was February 6th of 2021, and it was a 42-40 overtime victory for Evanston, highlighted by Burke Thomas' half-court heave to tie the game at the buzzer. Red Devils lead this all-time series against the Tigers dating back to 2006, 24-15. You're tuned into the pregame show, and this has been your El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant scene set. El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, the best in the West. When we come back, we'll visit with Coach Bill Rosette of the Rock Springs Tigers on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 at mylocalradio.com.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the log cabin on Bear River Drive.
Here with Rock Springs boys head coach Bill Rosette. Coach Rosette, you guys and Evanston go way back. There's always some great games played between these two squads. How excited are you guys to host a fellow 4A West team in your guys' building on Tuesday night?
You know, we're really excited to host a game at home. Feels like we've been nothing but on the road. And, you know, we need that home crowd, and you know, games with Evanston are always good games, so we're really looking forward to it.
You guys are very, very similar to the Red Devils in the fact that you're bringing in a whole new team. Gone are the Alan Martinez and all those other great players that you guys have had over the last couple of years, only bringing back 3 seniors into the starting lineup, only 2 of them with varsity experience. What's it kind of like to kind of hit the reset button on years like this?
It's been tough so far. The good part is I have known all these kids from the sophomore group on up, and we've had them for the last 3 years, of course. And I have a great bunch of kids, and they're buying into the system early that we're putting in. And but it's been a struggle, not having much experience, and I have a lot of young kids playing. So it's been exciting, but we're still struggling a little bit, and but we're getting better every game.
A big thank you to Coach Bill Rosette for joining us on the pregame show. We're going to go ahead and roll in to our keys to the game, brought to you by mylocalradio.com. One important key to running a successful business is advertising, and advertisement is a daily invitation for customers to do business with you. Advertise with mylocalradio.com. Call 307-789-8116. Key number 1, Bind Biter. Rock Springs senior Brock Biter is by far and away the most dangerous player in this offense, averaging 14 points per game. He is the only player in double digits. Evanston needs to control him, and that takes care of a big chunk of what they need to do tonight. Number 2, go to the gridiron. Evanston has had the most success this year when they use the post play to set up for success from downtown, like how a football team uses the run game to set up the deep ball, as we have another national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sorry, I caught a little bit off guard and didn't know we were going to have a second national anthem. Anyway, our final key to the game, baby your baby. If there's one glaring problem that will cost Evanston games, it is turnovers. Evanston, in the last stat report, the Red Devils are committing 22 turnovers per game. There really is nothing more to say than that if the Red Devils want to have success, not just tonight, but in 2022, that number must start coming down ASAP. And those are your mylocalradio.com keys to the game. Moving on to our starting lineups, brought to you today by Varsity Inc. Get all your Red Devil gear at Varsity Inc. on Main Street. We're on your team. For the Red Devils, it's Noah Conrad, Junior Zermeno, Jake Robinette, Kai Barker, and Cooper Morrow. For Rock Springs, Brock Biter, Javon Newman, Ethan Wiley, Trenton Butcher, and Isaac Schoenfeld. We're now ready to go with the start of the first quarter. Evanston in their road red uniforms with white numerals, navy blue trim, and the Tigers in their home white with orange trim. Tigers line up on the left side. It will be Kai Barker versus Isaac Schoenfeld. Tip-off brought to you by mylocalradio.com. And we are underway, won by the Tigers. Newman taking it forward for Rock Springs. Zermeno on defense towards the right side to Wiley, and we've got a foul early as the ball goes inside to Dalton Thomas. It's going to come against Jake Robinette. First foul on the Red Devils. Inbound right under the basket. Brock Biter goes to big number 32, Schoenfeld, and his shot too hard, pulled down by Robinette. Evanston with the basketball. Zermeno across the time stripe. 7:38 to play. Robinette holds it at the free throw line. Back out to the sharpshooter Conrad. Top of the circle three from Cooper Morrow, who had a big shooting day the other day against Kemmer. That's too hard, and now here come the Tigers. Biter with the basketball. Goes right side to Newman. Back to Bider. Wiley holding it at the logo. Left side, Newman again. Covered by Zermeno. Bounces back to Schoenfeld, who puts the floater up from about 6 out. Pulled down by the Red Devils as he missed that one. 6:54 to play here in the first quarter. Brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Kai Barker gets fouled on the floor. Definitely contact made between a Tiger and Kai. It's going to come against Brock Bider, his first foul, and it's the first one in the Tigers. Morrow with the Bryan's Muffler Shop inbound play. Goes right side, Conrad. Back to Robinette at the top of the circle. Barker on the left side, looking for Morrow again. Bounce inside to Zermeno, right block, off the glass and tickles it in. Red Devils strike first, 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 6.5 to play here in the first, brought to you by Callis Automotive. Red Devils lead it by 2. Newman on the right side. Back to Wiley. Bider on the left side. Wiley back to Newman on the right. Bounces it right side, long 2 from Thomas. No good. Rebound by Bider. He puts it up too far. Rebound by Schoenfeld, and he's fouled on the rebound. And it will come against Robinette again. 2 fouls for Evanston, and both of them are on Jake. Schoenfeld to shoot free throws. He's a 64% free throw shooter. First one, front iron, circles in, and good. Red Devils still lead it by 1, but Schoenfeld with a chance to tie it up as Robinette checks out and Jason Bowen checks in. Schoenfeld, the next one, nothing but net. We're all knotted up at 2. Conrad inbounds to Zermeno, and with 6:09 to play in the first, brought to you by Callis Automotive, it's left side to Morrow. Barker at the top of the circle, right side Zermeno. Conrad busts through, top of the circle 3 is off the front iron, the glass no good. Flying in to get the rebound was Bowen, and he draws the foul. Bowen to shoot Independent Software Solution free throws. Let ISS be your IT guy.
Bowen at the line.
Bowen with the shot. That one bounces off the high back iron, high and in. 3-2 Red Devils. By the way, I want to thank Brandon Jones, or Brandon Day with Edward Jones, for sponsoring our timeouts this year. Next one for Bowen goes through, and the Red Devils take the lead 4-2. 5:54 to play as he goes 2 for 2 in the Independent Software Solutions free throws. Right side, Wiley. Schoenfeld, top of the circle. Pitches right back to Wiley, reversing back towards the logo. Left side, Bider lobs one in the lane to Thomas. Goes back out to Newman. Wiley on the right. Finds Schoenfeld on the left elbow. Pitches it over to Thomas. Left side of the key from about 4 out and gets it to go. 4-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Zermeno with the basketball. Drives towards the free throw line. Back out to Morrow. Left side, Conrad in the corner. Driving back towards the free throw line. Puts on the brakes. Right side, Morrow in the corner. Bounces it to Bowen. And we got a jump ball that's coming. Possession arrow pointed at the Red Devils as they lead, or excuse me, as they are tied 4-4 with 5:06 to play in the Callis Automotive first quarter. Inbound play brought to you by Bryan's Muffler Shop. We know mufflers. 5:06 to play. Lob pass for Noah Conrad, but it's kicked free by Thomas, or Wiley. He goes from one end to the other under the basket, puts it up and through, and Rock Springs with their first lead of the night. 6-4 with 5:52 to play. Left side, Morrow. Back out to Bowen at the top of the circle. Conrad in the right, poked away by Wiley again. He's going to do it a second time. Goes one end to the other, throws it up high, bounces off the glass and goes through. 8-4, Red Devils down. After Wiley just goes on a flurry for the Tigers. Right side, Morrow, back to Bowen. Left side, Conrad. Zermeno now holds it at the logo. Morrow in the right wing, bounces it back out to Kai in the elbow, back out to Morrow, right side three, good! Cohen Morrow cuts the gap down with the My Local Radio 3-point shot. And it's 8-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Schoenfeld with the basketball. Goes to the free throw line, right side block, shot is short, rebound by Conrad. Zermeno towards the right side of the key, feeds it over to Bowen, and he gets called for a travel. So the ball will go back to the Tigers. 1 point lead for Rock Springs, 3:43 to play as Wiley brings it forward very slowly for the Tigers in white. Right side, Brock Biter. Remember, bind Biter was our number one key to the game, and so far Evanston has done that. Loose ball picked up by Cohen Morrow. Evanston with the basketball, down by 1, 3:26 to play here in the first, brought to you by Callis Automotive. Left side, Morrow. Bowen wide open the top of the circle. Right side in the wing, Zermeno. Conrad at the top of the arc. Left side, back to Bowen. Bouncing it inside the lane, ripped away by the Tigers. Finished by Schoenfeld. The pass leads Biter way out in front. He tries to knock it inbounds. Kai Barker goes for the dive, and he's hip checked. Foul on the Tigers. It's the second one on Dalton Thomas. And he'll come out, bringing in Joey Stauffer. Kai Barker with the Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play. Brian's Muffler Shop, we know mufflers in front of the Evanston bench. Zermeno bounces it to Kai on the right side. Morrow in the left wing. Back out to Kai at the top of the circle. Quickly to Morrow in the left wing, coming back towards the center. Handoff to Conrad. Driving towards the free throw line, puts on the brakes. Tough defense from Martin and tries to find Bowen, puts the shot up. It is short, under the net, rebound by the Tigers. Stauffer bounces it left side, Brock Biter. Lobs one to Schoenfeld, left side of the key. Almost stripped away by Morrow, but Biter picks it back up. Newman on the right, 2:16 to play in the first quarter, brought to you by Callis Automotive. Newman back over to Biter. 2:06 to play. Wiley, top of the circle three, short rebound by Bowen. Red Devils with the basketball, under 2 to play in the first quarter. Trailing by 1. Morrow on the left side, hands off to Zermeno to the free throw line. Bounces it inside, Kai Barker. Far post block and gets it in. Red Devils retake the lead, 9-8 with 1:40 to play in the first. Brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Wiley goes right side, Newman. 93 seconds left in the first. Biter on the left wing. Takes a dribble back out towards the top. Wiley gets called for a travel. He put a foot forward and then another one to try to fake him out, and Wiley turns the ball back over to Evanston. We got another Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play coming up in front of the Red Devils. It'll be Bowen taking it for Evanston. Conrad goes left side, back to Morrow in the wing. At the free throw line, elevates, and a foul on the floor against Evanston. It's going to come against Kai. Red Devils lead by 1 with 1:16 to play in the first quarter. Brought to you by Callis Automotive. Ethan Wiley brings it forward. Left side, Biter with 70 seconds left. Stauffer. Left side, Newman, 65. Newman towards the right side of the key. Back to Stauffer in the right wing. Quickly to Biter at the top of the circle. 57 seconds to play in the first. Biter still with the basketball. Right side, lobs one to Schoenfeld in the lane. He's too hard off the glass. Bowen drops the rebound, and Schoenfeld gets another chance. Bowen secures it this time. Conrad, long pass left side to Newsom, who just checked into the game. Barker at the top of the circle. Hand off to Morrow. 30 seconds to play in the first quarter, brought to you by Callis Automotive. Right side, Conrad. Kai at the top of the arc. Left side, Morrow bounces it to Bowen in the lane. Off the glass and in. Red Devils up by 3. Jason Bowen starting to find his stroke in the post for Evanston tonight. 12 seconds to play here in the first. Brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Wiley, long pass, Biter, left side 3. Rims in and out, pulled down by Kai Barker. He holds on to it, and that's the first quarter. Red Devils lead 11-8. Going into the second quarter, our first quarter brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer. Whether our broadcast also brought to you today by First American Title. We got some messages from them. Whether you're working with a realtor or you're selling your home by owner, the title company you choose really matters. They handle all the research to make sure that there aren't any bad surprises like hidden liens, unpaid taxes, forgery, easement restrictions, or access issues. At First American Title, the staff has a combined 140 years of experience and 98% of excellent customer service rating. Make the right choice. Choose to close with First American Title, 1048 Main Street in Evanston. Also, our first quarter brought to you by Callis Automotive. There's nothing worse than having to go to the auto parts store 3 times to finish one job. If you understand this pain, we invite you to visit Callis Automotive the next time you have a project. The long-term employees will help you get what you need in one visit. With prices that are always competitive and a friendly staff that makes you feel welcome, it won't take long until Callis Automotive is your favorite auto parts store. Shop the store where they know your name, and they're glad you came. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer, 744 Front Street in Evanston. We now start the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision and Dr. Clooney. Our vision is to help improve yours. Stauffenberg with a shot from the left side, too short, pulled down by Bowen. Red Devils still leading it 11-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Right side 3, Zermeno got it! Junior puts the Red Devils up by 6, 7:30 to play. Newman goes right side, Stauffenberg. Right side, Biter, travel. It would have been good, but he took a step too many, and with 7:21 to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision and Dr. Clooney. Red Devils with the basketball and a 6-point lead, up 14-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. If you missed the girls' game, it was a nail-biter to the finish. One of those games where the score doesn't really tell the story. It's a 10-point, 37-27 victory for Rock Springs, but it was all the way down to the finish. Right side, Kai Barker in the lane. Biter disrupts it. Knocks the ball loose. It goes out of bounds. Kai dives on it to try to get it back, but the ball will go to Rock Springs. Newman with the inbound pass to Biter, and with 7:02 to play. Right side back to Biter from Newman. Top of the circle back to Stauffer. And an offensive foul. It's going to come off the ball against Rock Springs. Against number 20. That would be Noah Wiedner. And O'Brien's Muffler Shop inbound play. We know mufflers. Kai Barker goes to Zermeno. Top of the circle, Conrad. Left side, Newsom. Takes the dribble back towards the top of the arc. Kai back to Zermeno in the left wing, who hit a big 3 already. Zermeno into lane, puts the shot up. It's off the back iron, too light. Rebound is a battle, but it's Zermeno who runs away from the dog pile. Right side, Noah Conrad in the wing, covered by Stauffer. And it's ripped away from Conrad by Stauffer. He tries to finish it off, puts the finger roll up, and drops it in. Red Devils lead by 4. 6:08 to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Conrad running the point, goes across the timeline, goes Newsom left side. Kai quickly to Junior on the right. Conrad, left side, 3, got it! And a timeout called by Coach Candelaria. We're going to kick it over to our Kazine's Ace fan cam. As you see the student section off in the distance, Rock Springs only an hour and a half away, and the Red Devils, though, lighting it up from three-point land. Both of the sharpshooters we mentioned in the pregame show, Zermeno and Conrad, have both hit. Kazine's Ace is the place with helpful hardware, folks. A big thank you to them for sponsoring our fan cam. 17-10. Don't know what happened to our, oh, there it is. 17-10 is the score here at Rock Springs. Red Devils up with 5:49 to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're listening on the radio at 99.1 FM or watching live online at mylocalradio.com. Newman has the basketball for Rock Springs. Goes right side, Fagel. Back out to Stauffer at the top of the arc. Left side, Newman again. Bounce inside to Bider. Puts the shot up from about 12 out. Pulled down by Kai Barker with the rebound. Zermeno slowly marches across the timeline. Left side, Newsom. Right side, Conrad. Back out to Zermeno in the right wing. Drives to the free throw line. Elevates. Too hard. And rebound by Bider. And he's held on the rebound. It's going to come against Jason Bowen. His first one. That's his the fourth foul on the team. His first one. As Bider will inbound for the Tigers. 5:09 to play here in the second, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Inbound to Wiley. He puts on the gas, goes across the timeline, right side to Bider. Red Devils lead at 17-10. Right side to Wiley, shut down by Zermeno, and a runner off the right block goes hard. Evanston tries to secure the rebound, but it goes off of them and over the baseline. Tiger basketball under the Red Devil basket. Inbound on the near post. Bider inbounds to Schoenfeld, right side of the key, off target. Kai Barker comes flying in, gets the rebound. Bider makes contact with him, and it's a foul on him. The fifth foul on Rock Springs, and Bider picks up his second one here in the first quarter. 4:50 to play here in the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Zermeno yells out the play. Hands off to Conrad in the right side. Newman on defense there. 4:40 left. Back to Zermeno, and off-ball foul. Offensive foul on the Red Devils. It's going to come against Kai. That's his second one and the fifth one on the Red Devils. Cohen Morrow to the scorer's table. He'll replace Kai Barker, so he'll join Zermeno, Conrad, Bowen, and Newsom. Inbound to Stauffer. Cooper Morrow also at the scorer's table, so we're going to have both Morrow brothers in. Wiley goes left side, Stauffer, 4:25 to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Left side, Newman bounces out to Schoenfeld, who snags it with one hand. Bounce inside the lane, goes through the legs of a player. It happened so quick. Picked back up by the Tigers. They go back outside. Stauffer drives towards the left side of the key, puts on the brakes, back out to Wiley on the left wing. 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Right side, Stauffer covered by Conrad, goes to Schoenfeld and tries to pass it to Wiley opposite elbow, and it goes off of the tough defense by Newsom and out of bounds. Cooper Morrow comes in to join his younger brother Noah Conrad, as well as Jason Bowen and Junior Zermeno. Inbound at the far post by the Tigers. Schoenfeld draws the foul. Shoots it over Jason Bowen, and that is his third, I believe, sixth foul on Evanston. And Schoenfeld, check that, second foul on Bowen. And Schoenfeld, who is a 64% free throw shooter, will shoot 2. First one is good, and it cuts the gap down to 6. Red Devils still leading at 17-11 with 3:52 left in the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Schoenfeld with the next one, front iron, and falls off to the right. Bowen secures the board, and the Red Devils are off and running with 3:48 to play in a 6-point lead. Right side, Cohen drives into the elbow in the lane, puts the finger roll up from under, and gets it to fall. Cohen Morrow, only a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen. 8-point lead for the Red Devils, 3:30 left in the second quarter. Our second quarter, of course, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision and Dr. Clooney. Our vision is to improve yours. Long three by Stauffer. Goes up, spins the drain. Sorry, that's a long 2. And drops in. Red Devils up by 6. Left side, Cohen. Top of the circle. Right side to Conrad. Zermeno, left side 3. Off of the back iron. Cohen Morrow tries to go in and get the rebound, but he's cut off. Picked up by Wiley. Goes to Newman at the top of the circle. Less than 3 to play in the half. Right side, Schoenfeld, covered by Bowen. Goes right back out to Wiley. Hand off to Stauffer, covered by Conrad. Bounces it out to Wiley. Top of the circle 3. Good. 3-point game, 19-16. Red Devils on top with 2:33 to play in the first half. Second quarter brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Right side, Conrad. Bowen, top of the circle, flings it over to Zermeno in the left wing. Pass, Cooper, top of the arc. Right side, Bowen, all by his lonesome. Back to Conrad, top of the circle, wide open. Cohen in the left wing. Finds Zermeno, top of the arc. He's double team. Open, Noah Conrad, right side 3, spins in and out. Pulled down by Schoenfeld, 2:03 to play. Wiley brings it forward, under 2 to play in the first half. Red Devils up by 3. Pass intercepted by Conrad on the run. He goes and finishes it off. What a play by Noah Conrad, and the Red Devils lead it 20-16. He read the pass perfectly, intercepted it on the run, took it to the other end by himself, and laid it in there. Red Devils up by 5. Stauffenberg distributes back out to Schoenfeld. 94 seconds to play in the second quarter, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. Wiley, left side 3, off the back iron. Rebound by Rock Springs. Too hard of a shot, pulled down by Cohen. 1:22 to play. Red Devils back up by 5. Zermeno to the free throw line. Back out. Morrow, left side. Conrad. Top of the circle, thought about putting a 3. Instead goes Zermeno. Right side, Morrow in the corner. Driving towards the free throw line. Back out to Cohen in the right elbow. Goes under the post. Wide open. Junior Zermeno, left corner. Just a touch too long. Cohen goes up and gets it back. Red Devils with another chance. Cooper, top of the circle 3, off the back iron, and we've got a foul. That might be the 6th on the Tigers, and the first on Ethan Wiley. Michael Fagel will come in for the Tigers. Red Devils lead by 5, 52.5 seconds to go. Conrad, open left side 3. That one a touch too hard. Rebound by Cooper, and the Red Devils are going to do it again. Zermeno to the right elbow, puts the shot up from the right block. And actually there is no shot, as there is a charge taken by the Tigers. It's the first one on Junior, rather. Got the numbers mixed up on the scoreboard. And with 40 seconds to play in the half, Red Devils up by 5. Wiley with Zermeno in tow. Hands off to Fagel. Conrad, the other Conrad, not Noah Conrad, but that would be Hudson Conrad for the Tigers. Stauffer 25 seconds. Handoff to Hudson Conrad. Fagel back at the logo, and they are going back and forth, just handing the ball back and forth. Handoff again to Hudson Conrad. Long pass, left side. Wiley for three, short. Schoenfeld gets it back. 1 second left, puts the shot up at the buzzer, and it's short. Red Devils will carry a 5-point lead into the half. We'll be right back after this with our halftime show brought to you by Independent Software Solutions on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Dad, did you know that the iris of your eye is more unique than your fingerprint?
Yes, I did. I learned that in optometry school. I'm Dr. Trent Clooney with Uinta Eye and Vision, where we understand that every eye is unique. We are dedicated to carrying on the tradition of great vision care in Evanston. Quality care like I received growing up here. I care about your individual and unique eye health. With over a decade of experience, I'm excited to return to Evanston and once again cheer on the Evanston Red Devils.
Call my dad at Uinta Eye and Vision to schedule an appointment. 307-789-3937.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Dealing with computer problems can be frustrating and make you wish for your own personal IT guy. Now, everyone can afford an IT guy. Independent Software Solutions has served customers in Wyoming and Utah for over 20 years. We develop software, handle system and network administration, repair personal and business computers, and sell accessories. Independent Software Solutions is your one-stop computer business solution. Call today, 307-789-1978. Let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy.
And we welcome you back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth and our halftime show brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. Everybody always wants their own IT guy, and now you can let ISS be your IT guy. Our second quarter, by the way, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision and Dr. Clooney. Our vision is to improve yours. The score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard at the half, Evanston 21, Rock Springs 16. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be back with more of the Independent Software Solutions halftime show. Some first half highlights as well as an interview, hopefully with girls basketball head coach Stormy Dolezal. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Plains Tire broadcast booth and the halftime show brought to you today by Independent Software Solutions. Everybody wants their own IT guy. Now you can let Independent Software Solutions be your IT guy. Score at the half is 21-16, Red Devils over the Rock Springs Tigers. Rock Springs have one player with 5 points. That is Dalton Thomas, as Evanston outscored Rock Springs 11-8 in quarter number 1 and in quarter number 2, 10-8. Evanston, on the other hand, has check that there are 2 players with 5 points for Rock Springs. Isaac Schoenfeld with 5 throws, 5 for 5 so far. For the Evanston Red Devils, they are led by Noah Conrad with 5 points. Also, Junior Zermeno with 5 points as well. You've got Cohen Mara with a couple. 4 points for Jason Bowen, 2 for Kai Barker, and 3 for Cohen Morrow. Again, Evanston outscoring the Tigers 11-8 in quarter number 1, brought to you by Callis Automotive, and 10-8 in quarter number 2, brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we hope to have Coach Stormy Dolezal of the Evanston Lady Red Devils to talk about the girls' game. Girls fell in a close battle, final score 37-27. It's one of those ones where the final score is not indicative of how close this game was. Cameron James went on a flurry at the very end of it and kind of put it away for Rock Springs. It was a very, very close, and we do look forward to talking with Coach Dolezal about that. We'll be right back with Coach Dolezal after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankum, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankum.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankum at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Your score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Evanston 21, Rock Springs 16. If you missed the girls' game, you missed a great one. Evanston and Rock Springs, Tigers outscore the Lady Red Devils 8-5 in the first quarter. Evanston comes roaring back in the second quarter, 10-3 to take a 15-11 lead going into the locker room. But then Rock Springs turned it on thanks to a great performance by Brenley Jenkins and Ashley Anderson. 12 points in the third quarter. Anderson gets 2 from beyond the arc to get to 6. And Evanston, though, not too far behind, only outscored 12-8. But it was the fourth quarter where things kind of went the way of the Tigers, where you had 11 points from Cameron James, outscoring the Red Devils 14-4 in the fourth quarter. The score was 23-15, 23 all going into the third quarter. So that really was the game, was that fourth quarter. As I mentioned, the 10-point score does not tell the story of how close this game was for the Evanston Red Devils. Mia Barker got a free throw, a 3-ball from Katie Drew. 5 for Malia Wilson, 5 for Kendall Fessler, and a free throw from Lily Johnson and Emily Sawyer. Stacia Barker, though, with 11 leads the Red Devils. Cameron Jenkins, 16 points for the Tigers. 10 for Brenley Jenkins, 4 for Ella Brewster, and 7 for Ashley Anderson. And that's how things kind of worked out for the Tigers. Still waiting to see if we can get Coach Dolezal up here for a post-game show. They're no doubt they're disappointed in the way that ended, but I tell you what, there is nothing to hang your head about. If we can work out that fourth quarter, then that game is in our column. They'll have to kind of lick their wounds and recover for Friday night's home opener against a tough Mountain View team. Yes, Mountain View and Lyman are 3A, but people in Evanston know that does not matter when it comes to those two schools. We'll be live from from Evanston against Mountain View at 5:30 on Friday night, opening up Red Devil Gymnasium, and then we will be live from Lyman on Saturday night. Same time, 5:30. Girls will start shortly thereafter. Rock Springs currently honoring their seniors. It looks like they did indoor track at halftime of the girls' game. Didn't really listen too closely to find out who they're honoring this moment, but they are honoring their seniors. Lots of little blow-up tiger balloons. Looks like we'll have to excuse Coach Dolezal from coming up and we will make sure that we get her next time at the halftime of the boys game. And actually, I just got the thumbs up that she is coming up right now. So we'll have a quick post-game wrap-up with her to talk about that girls game. Again, final score of that one, 27-37. Rock Springs outscoring Evanston 14-4 in the fourth quarter of that one. And she is making her way up right now. As Evanston on the boys, though, right now currently holding a 5-point lead over the Tigers, 21-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As we are awaiting the arrival of Coach Dolezal, she is actually making her way into the Plains Tire broadcast booth at this moment. And now welcoming again to the Plains Tire broadcast booth, Coach Dolezal. Coach, you guys played a great game for the first three quarters. The fourth quarter, they outscored you guys 14-10. What was the message to the girls after losing such a close game to such a quality opponent?
The message was we have got to find a way to score and then do the things that get us in the position that we were in to start the fourth quarter, playing defense, rebounding. That was the thing that just killed us, was our defense, our rebounding. And then, I mean, we only scored 4 points, and they were off of the free throw line. We didn't hit a bucket. You know, we just got to do better than that.
What impressed you the most about this showing for you guys?
I loved the fight, the first half, and the solid play. We didn't turn the ball over. We didn't make silly mistakes. We went strong to the rim without the expectation of the call and made some baskets. They were solid the first half, so that's the takeaway.
What kind of things are you guys going to be talking about the next couple days as you prepare to welcome? Yes, they're the 3A, but everybody in Evanston knows it does not matter. Mountain View and Lyman are always tough in any sport that they come out at. What are you guys going to be working on the next couple days to welcome Mountain View on Friday night in the first home game of the season?
So the big thing is we have to find other people that can get to the basket aside from Stacia. She had a hell of a game, but we have to have everybody crashing the boards. Everybody's going hard to the basket, looking for the dish, getting in the lanes, seeing the floor a little bit better. Because Mountain View and Lyman, like you said, they're going to be good. They're going to be solid. They're going to play tough defense. So we just have to handle the pressure, not get tense, and not turn the ball over.
And there's always kind of like that friendly Uinta County rivalry where the little schools wants to come into Evanston and kind of take care of business there. What kind of game are you expecting that one to be?
It's going to be a dogfight. I mean, I don't want to lose to Mountain View. I know the girls don't want to. And Mountain View they don't have anything to lose in this game, and so they're going to go out and try to just take us on our home court, but we can't let it happen, so we got to play tough.
That's Coach Stormy Dolezal, head coach for Evanston Lady Red Devil basketball. Coach, thank you so much for coming up here and talking with us. We're looking forward to the game on Friday. Looking forward to being back home for the first time this year. It's going to be a great job. Anything else?
No, go Big Red.
All right, so we are ready to start our third quarter. The score in the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leading it 21-16. Thank you, Coach. As we get set for this one. Red Devils will have the basketball to start this third quarter. As our camera has gone down, we will fix that. Sorry about that. Inbound by Cohen Morrow for the Brian's Muffler Shop. Inbound play. Zermeno goes left side back to Cooper. Bad pass, and it is out of bounds. Touched last by Rock Springs. So Cohen will take the Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play. Brian's Muffler Shop, we know mufflers for the Red Devils. Evanston with the basketball, as it looks like we lost our scoreboard camera as well. We'll try to get that back up. Stolen by Rock Springs. Schoenfeld blocked by Kai. Rebound by the Tigers, but it's taken right back by Evanston. Out of bounds. Last person to touch it, they judge, is Kai Barker. As we start our third quarter. By the way, our halftime show brought to you by Independent Software Solutions. Let ISS be your IT guy. Brock Bider carrying the ball with 7:19 to play here in the first part of the second half. Missed the shot. Rebound is on the ground. Picked up by Rock Springs. Dalton Thomas, who we haven't seen in a while because he got in early foul trouble. He puts it through, and it's now a 3-point game. Robinette drives to the cup, puts the shot up, short off the right side, gets his own rebound, goes to Junior on the right wing. Zermeno gets taken away by Bider, goes to the right block, lays it off the glass, and in. 1 point lead for the Red Devils. Bad inbound pass by Evanston. Taken away by the Tigers. Thomas open under the cup, puts the shot up and in. And you got to call a timeout if you're Evanston, and that is exactly what Coach Watsaba does. Tigers respond coming out of the locker room and lead it 22-21 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
Well, the Tigers come out on a 6-0 run, and they lead the Red Devils now 22-21 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Can we tilt that camera down just a little bit? Just to tilt it down just a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. Jake Robinette with the inbound pass, brought to you by Brian's Muffler Shop. We know mufflers. Goes right side, Noah Conrad. Full court press put on by the Tigers. Conrad right back to Robinette. He's across the timeline, and he is pushed out of bounds. It'll go right back to the Red Devils. Another Brian's Muffler Shop inbound pass with 6:21 to play. Red Devils down by 1 here in the third. Morrow inbounds to Zermeno on the far side of the time stripe. Gets over it. And now goes towards the top of the arc. Left side, Conrad. Back to Kai, top of the circle. Back to Noah. Right side, Jake Robinette puts the shot from the right block. Gets his own rebound back and draws the foul. 2 Independent Software Solutions free throws come in for the senior. Robinette shoots 50% coming into the last stat report. This is a team that shoots 62% from the line. First Independent Software Solutions free throw from Robinette ties the game up and falls through. Bider will come out for the Tigers, and with 6:05 to play in the third. Robinette to inbound it. Second one off the back iron and bounces down. Rebound by the Tigers. Wiley goes to Newman at the center arc. Right side, Stauffer. Drives back towards the top of this circle. And now retreats back towards the right wing. Bounces it inside to Schoenfeld. Right block. Puts the shot up and rails it off the near iron. And puts the Tigers up 24-22. Right side, Morrow. Robinette at the logo. Handoff Zermeno, who keeps it in the same area. 5:35 to play. Right side, Conrad. Back to Kai. Open at the top of the circle. Left side, Junior Zermeno from the left corner. Puts the 3 up, and we got an off-ball foul on Evanston. It will come as the first one on the Red Devils in the half. And the foul will be levied against Cooper Morrow. First one for him. Left side, Stauffer. With Morrow on tough defense. Newman quickly back to Wiley on the right side. Bounces it in the lane to, I believe that was Thomas, who puts it off of the right block and in. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Zermeno holds up a fist. Back to Morrow on the right block. Bounce out to Zermeno. Top of the arc, left side to Robinette. Puts the shot up in the lane. Too hard. Off of the fingertips of Kai Barker, who runs up and chases Newman down. Bops it over the baseline. And an inbound play coming up for Rock Springs. 4:41 left in this third quarter. Red Devils trail by 4. Rock Springs basketball inbound at the high post. Inbound to an open Schoenfeld, who runs in from the free throw line, puts it up from the left side of the key, and in. 6-point lead for Rock Springs. They are on a roll coming out of the locker room. Right side, Conrad loses the ball. Bider picks it up, goes back to Stauffer at the top of the arc, retreats back towards the logo. 4:22 left in the third quarter. Left side, Schoenfeld. Flings it over to Wiley, top of the arc. 4:13. Red Devils trail by 6. Bider on the left. Back in the corner to Stauffer. Bounce inside to Thomas. Right side, Wiley for 3. Too hard. Rebound by the Red Devils. Zermeno secures it for Evanston. Left side, Morrow for 3. Got it! Cooper Morrow for the Red Devils hits the 3 ball. Left side, Stauffer. By the way, that timeout earlier brought to you by Brandon Day with Edward Jones. Right side, Schoenfeld. Shot is short, and he comes down hard. And we're going to take an official timeout as Schoenfeld comes up limping. And this timeout brought to you by Brandon Day with Edward Jones. Red Devils trail 25-28 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We're going to keep it right here. 3:30 to play in the third quarter. Morrow comes out. Jason Bowen comes in to join Cohen Morrow, Junior Zermeno, Kai Barker, and Noah Conrad. Loose ball, and that one is going over the sideline into the Rock Springs bench. Evanston will get it back for another Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play. We know mufflers. Zermeno gets the inbound play and brings it forward. Right side, Morrow finds Kai at the center logo, and it's bopped away, and he's called for a foul. Wiley came up from behind Kai, bopped the ball loose, and they say they got contact with the sophomore more than the ball, and it's the second one on Wiley. Third one on the Tigers. Red Devils still with only 1. Evanston trails by 3, 28-25. With 3:11 left in the third. Zermeno marching towards the top of the circle. Finds Bowen on the left side. Kai at the top of the arc. Back to Zermeno. Left side 3. Tie ball game! Junior Zermeno gets the tie. And a Brandon Day, Edward Jones timeout. We'll take it as well. Red Devils with the tie ball game. Thanks to the trusty veteran, Junior Zermeno, on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
This broadcast also brought to you by First American Title. Whether you're working with a realtor or you're selling your home by owner, the title company you choose really matters. They handle all the research to make sure there aren't any bad surprises like hidden liens, unpaid taxes, forgery, easement, restrictions, or access values. At First American Title, the staff has combined 140 years of experience and a 98% excellent customer service rating. Make the right choice to choose to close with First American Title, 1048 Main Street in Evanston. Inbound play for the Tigers as they are knotted up with the Red Devils. Right side three by Biter, picked out short by Conrad. Noah, top of the circle, bumped by Stauffer, goes right side. Junior Zermeno for three. That one off the front iron. Circle, rebound by Bowen, can't get it back. Ball is loose after the hard shot, picked up by Wiley. Left side Biter. Long pass to Stauffer at the top of the arc. Waiting for it was Conrad. Shot is up and he draws. No, offensive foul. He took the charge. Cohen Morrow got there, planted his feet and said, nuh-uh. Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play coming up for Kai Barker and the Red Devils. It's the first foul on Stauffer and the fourth on the Tigers. Brian's Muffler Shop wants to remind you, we know mufflers. 2:09 left in the third. Conrad brings it forward across the time stripe. Bounces it left side to Barker. Bowen, top of the arc. Flings it over to Conrad. It's off of his hands. He's able to keep it in bounds. Flings it back out to Newsom. And we've got a timeout taken by Coach Watsaba. We're going to kick it over to our Kazine's Ace fan cam. Again, Ace is placed with helpful hardware. Folks, Evanston tying the ball game up after the Tigers came out on a flurry 6-0 run, but then Evanston responded with some points of their own, capped off by the second downtown shot by second-year starter and senior, the veteran, Junior Zermeno. A big thanks to Kazine's Ace for sponsoring our fan cam, as this is the first Western Conference game for both of these two teams. So this one is definitely got some regular season feel, and the energy here brought by the student section of Rock Springs is palpable. Big thank you to Kazine's Ace for sponsoring our fan cam. Ace is a place with helpful hardware, folks. Back to live action, a minute 40 left in the third. Bowen at the top of the arc after the Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play. Newsom left side, back to Bowen in the left elbow, now retreats back out to the wing. Cohen at the top of the arc, back to Bowen, left side, takes one dribble quickly to Cohen. 1:23 to play in the third quarter. Cohen hands off to Newsom on the right wing, makes a little circle move, bounces, goes into the lane, and gets called for a travel. Turnover back to the Tigers in a tie ball game. 1:16 left in the third. 28-28 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Elan Off bringing you the action live from the Plains Tire broadcast booth. Noah Conrad will come out, and Junior Zermeno comes back in as Stauffer brings the ball forward for the Tigers. Right side Biter, 70 seconds left in the third. Flings it over left side Stauffer, drives towards the free throw line. Bouncing to Schoenfeld. Newman on the right side. Flings it right side to Feigl. Right side Biter in the corner, 52 seconds to play. Biter towards the right side of the key, puts the brakes on, goes Schoenfeld. Right side elevates from the elbow, and he's too far. Rebound off of Stauffer and over the baseline. Red Devils with the basketball. Inbound play brought to you by Brian's Muffler Shop. We know mufflers. 44 seconds to play in the third quarter. 28-28 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Newsom in the left wing. Goes back to Zermeno. Holds up a fist to signal the play. Junior goes left side. Newsom. 30 seconds left. Kai at the top of the arc. Right side in the wing to Cohen. Back to Junior at the center logo. Left side Newsom. 22 seconds left. Newsom into the elbow. Long cross-court pass looking for Cohen Morrow. It goes off of Feigl and into the Evanston bench. Another Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play for the Red Devils. Goes to Zermeno with 17 seconds left. Junior bounces it inside to Bowen in the lane. Instead of handing off to Zermeno, he hands off to Newsom on the fake out. Right side, Newsom falling down, makes the play and puts it in. Red Devils on top, 30-28. No shot happens for the Tigers, and Evanston has a 30-28 lead going into the fourth. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we know our members by name and we love working with them face to face. But did you know that members can also handle almost all banking online? Everything from managing your accounts and paying bills to applying for all types of loans. It's simple and we're happy to help you get started. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. TronaValley.com, member NCUA.
Well, both the Red Devil fans and Tiger fans are shouting, "Go Big Red," and the Tiger fans responding, "Go Big Orange." So it is getting intense in here. Red Devils lead it 30-28 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. It's good to be in 4A West Conference play. Inbound to Schoenfeld, but it's loose, picked up by Cohen Morrow. Morrow spins into the elbow, puts the shot up off the glass, rebound by Kai Barker. He's blocked, and he steps on the baseline. It's on number 3, that is Thomas. Red Devils with the Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play 10 seconds into the fourth quarter. They lead it 30-28 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kai on the right side, back out to Cohen Morrow, 7:44 to play. Morrow towards the right side of the key, bounces it in to Robinette, puts the shot up, blocked by Schoenfeld. Picked up by Wiley, goes right back to Schoenfeld, 7:34 to play in the fourth. Red Devils up by 2. Biter goes off the glass and is fouled. Someone came down on top of him, make contact with his head is the call. And it's against Cohen Morrow, his first one and only the second on the Red Devils. Biter to shoot free throws. He is a 67% free throw shooter. First one is up and good. 1 point game, 30-29 with 7.5 left in the fourth. Red Devils out there with Zermeno, Cohen Morrow, Robinette, Conrad, and Barker. And the second one on the way, front iron and glass and in. Tie ball game, 30-30. Inbound play tipped up by Biter, picked up by Zermeno, goes right back to Robinette. And did he just get called for a carryover? He did, and it is a turnover to the Tigers inbound on the left side of the scores table. It's going to be Wiley that takes it. Conrad picks him up in defense, and a foul on Kai Barker on Brock Biter. That's the third one on Kai. And the third one on Evanston in the half. Inbound by Biter. Goes to Wiley. Left side 3. Too hard. Rebound by Robinette. Zermeno and the Red Devils tied at 30 with the Tigers. 7:14 to play in the fourth quarter. Zermeno bounces right side. Robinette. Back to Kai on the left. Thought about faking out. Instead goes a wide open Zermeno. Top of the circle 3. Yes! Junior Zermeno does it again. And whenever Evanston needs a shot, they get it from Junior. Evanston on top, 33-30. 6:48 to play. Left side to Wiley. Intercepted in the lane by Robinette. 6:40 to play. Zermeno has got everyone's attention now. Junior bounces to Kai, and it's a jump ball. Trying to go and rip it out of the hands of Kai Barker was Wiley. And they call jump ball. Evanston with the possession arrow. Morrow with the Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play. We know Mufflers goes Zermeno, 6:26 to play. Left side, Morrow. Back to Kai, top of the circle. Zermeno on the right. Lobs one to a wide open Jake Robinette. Are you kidding me? The inbound play, the play inside the lane. They call an off ball, offensive foul. And our camera has malfunctioned. Trying to get it back. Stand by, everybody. Sorry about that. As we have a timeout, we're going to use it to work on the camera, so we're going to keep it right here. 33-30. Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As there's 6:17 left on the scoreboard on the fourth quarter. Red Devils get a big three ball from Junior Zermeno. That was our lead candidate for Dr. McKay Franco Player of the Game you're seeing on your screen earlier. That was the falling down shot by Tanner Newsom. As the timeout is over, so we're on getting that live camera back. Trying to get that one back real fast. So Rock Springs with the basketball, and it looks like we got the camera back. We're good to go. Right side, Bider. 6:10 to play. Bider on the right wing. Drives towards the free throw line. Puts the floater up. Falling. Trying to take the charge with Kai Barker, but they're not going to give it to him. It goes up and in. 32-34. Zermeno with the basketball. Pass is taken away by Schoenfeld, and he puts the shot up and draws the... Schoenfeld put the shot up. Zermeno tried to get there, take the charge. They're saying he was late. And one. 34-33 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Schoenfeld bounces off the front iron. Rebound by Conrad. Right side, Conrad. Back to Zermeno. Top of the circle three. Wide open, yes! Red Devils with the lead. 36-34. Apologies for the camera. We are trying to get this one worked out as fast as we can. Red Devils up by 2 as Bider goes off the left side of the iron and in. It's 36-all. Robinette with the basketball. Passes bopped away and out of bounds into the scores table. I'm going to take this opportunity to take my headset off, see if I can fix this camera. Sorry, everybody. Inbound play to Zermeno, brought to you by Brian's Muffler Shop. Junior driving across the time stripe. Hand off to Conrad, top of the circle. Right block, puts it off the glass, short. Rebound by Schoenfeld. Back to live action in the Plains Tower broadcast booth. Newman at the top of the circle, right side to Stauffer from the top of the elbow. Short rebound by Conrad. Knotted up at 36 apiece. Conrad brings it forward, goes left side. Cooper Morrow open to Kai at the top of the circle. Puts the shot up from the top of the arc. hard. Rebound by Rock Springs. Pass ahead. Schoenfeld was not looking for it. It goes over the baseline, and with 4:16 left in the fourth, Evanston and Rock Springs tied. We said it on the Pitchfork this morning. This is going to be two very close games. The first one lived up to the building. The second one, if possible, has been better. 36-36, 4:08 to play. Left side, Zermeno back to Robinette, top of the circle. Conrad in the right wing. Cooper Morrow, top of the arc, left side to Robinette. Back to Junior, top of the circle. He's open, back to Morrow, right side three. That one is just a touch too far off of the left iron. Rebound by the Tigers. Stauffer goes right side, Biter, 3:40 to play. Drives towards the free throw line, puts the floater up, and the Tigers take the lead, 38-36. Inbound to Conrad, and he is fouled. It's the third foul on Ethan Wiley. We're going to take a break. We got a great one. It's 38-36, 3:31 to play in the fourth quarter on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Junior Zermeno coming in, or out of the last stat report, averaging 5.3 points a game. Tonight, he's got 14. Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play. Kai Barker in the left corner. Lobs one to Robinette on the right side. Handoff to Junior in the right corner. Gets a screen from Robinette, circling back towards the logo. 3:22 to play. Robinette goes right side to Barker. Conrad. Barker at the top of the circle, quickly to Junior. Cooper at the top of the arc. Bounces right back out to Kai. Poked free by Thomas. Into the Evanston bench, and it's another Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play for the Red Devils. Brian's Muffler Shop, we know mufflers. Morrow bounces it out to Zermeno. 3:06 to play in the fourth. 38-36 Tigers. Red Devil basketball. Robinette at the top. Right side, Zermeno for three. That one front iron in the glass, and that's the first one he's missed. Rebound by the Tigers. Wiley slowly marches it over the line. Zermeno waiting for him. Left side, Newton. Back to Wiley at the top of the arc. Bounces it to Biter on the left side. Lobs one to Thomas in the lane. He took a step forward, fell back. That's a travel, and the Red Devils get it back. Another Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play for the Red Devils, as it's not coming off of a score. Red Devils down by 2, though, with 2:34 to play. Inbound to Conrad. Noah drives across the line, goes to the free throw line. Back out to Zermeno, retreats back towards the logo. 2:27 to play. Bounces it back to Robinette on the right side. Morrow in the right wing. Back to Conrad. Top of the arc, dribbles it off his foot, and it's over the timeline. Backcourt violation on the Red Devils, and the Tigers get it back. 2:16 to play in the fourth. Inbound to Biter. Goes to Newman on the far side of the time stripe. Dribbling towards the right side. Back to Newman, poked free by Conrad into the backcourt. Conrad can't control it. Taken back by the Tigers. Wiley to the left side of the key, covered hard by Conrad. 1:54 to play in the fourth. Red Devils down by 2. Right side, Biter. Flings it back to Wiley. Top of the circle three from Wiley. Too hard. Rebound by Zermeno. Red Devils still down by 2. 1:37 to play. Junior holds up a fist. Left side. Cooper. Robinette. Quickly back to Conrad on the right. Zermeno, top of the arc. Left side. Morrow puts up the shot to draw the foul, and he does exactly that. It's Independent Software Solution free throws for Cooper Morrow. It's going to come against Stauffer. That's his second of the game. 1:23 as Morrow can tie the game up. He's got 1 of 2 Independent Software Solutions free throws coming up. They trail by 2. First one from Morrow. Rattles through. Red Devils cut the gap to 1. 38-37. Cooper, a 67% free throw shooter. Next one on the way. Through and in. 38-38. And there's a Brandon Day with Edward Jones timeout. It's only a 30. We're going to keep it right here. 1:23, and we are tied. We are tied in what we knew would be 2 very close games. The girls' game went down to the wire, and the boys did too. It's a full timeout brought to you by Brandon Day with Edward Jones. We'll be right back after this on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
1:23 left in this one, and this is one that we are going to be talking about for a long time, no matter where this ends. Every season, Rock Springs and Evanston face off since I've been here, and that's only been 3 years, granted, but it seems like there is always something with these two teams that makes it a classic. Inbound play by the Tigers in a 38-38 game. 80 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Right side, Wiley hands off to Bider. 1:15 to play. Back to Newman on the left wing. Keep your eye on number 11 or number 13. Those have been the hot hands for Rock Springs. 66 seconds left. Right side, Bider. Drives into the right elbow, puts the floater up, off the glass and in. 59 seconds to go. Red Devils down by 2. 40-38. Zermeno brings it forward. 50 seconds left. Right side, Conrad. Back to Robinette, top of the circle. 45 seconds. Zermeno in the left wing. Back out to Morrow. Right side, Robinette again. Conrad at the top of the arc, wanting it. He gets it. 34 seconds. Conrad puts the shot up. Shot is short. Rebound by Carbarker. Ripped away by Schoenfeld. There was contact there, but no foul called. Half timeout, and with 27.6 seconds remaining, Red Devils down by 2 here in the fourth quarter. Kai tried to draw the foul. There was contact, no foul called. They judged that it was more ball than body. And now Evanston has to go on defense and come up with a turnover. 27 seconds in a 2-point ball game. A year ago, it was the half-court heave by Bert Thomas that sent us to overtime. Junior Zermeno has been on fire, hitting shots from beyond the arc left and right. Is it going to be another overtime game? Is Rock Springs going to hang on? Or does Evanston get a walk-off three-pointer? Or something else? You never know. Inbound by Bider goes Schoenfeld. Back out to Bider in the Evanston lane. Not across the time stripe yet, and Conrad fouls him. So Brock Bider
Number 2, Conrad.
will not go to the free throw line. It's the second one on Noah and only the 6th team foul on Evanston. Each team with 6. 22.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Red Devils down by 2. Rock Springs basketball inbound to Wiley, and he's fouled by Zermeno. So Wiley will go to the free throw line. 1 for 1. 18 seconds to play. It's a 2-point ball game. Both of these could ice it right here. Wiley, according to the stats I have, has not taken free throws yet this year. First one off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Bider. And he's taking a lot of time to get rid of it. Coach Watsabaugh wants a travel, but they're not going to get it. Instead, Evanston has to foul Bider, and he'll shoot 1 for 1. Bider had the ball in the right elbow, ripping it forward around Evanston. Coach Watsabaugh wanted a travel, but they're not going to get it. Brock Bider, though, he's a much better free throw shooter. 1 for 1. Here it comes. First one off the front line. Rebound by Robinette. He loses the basketball, though. Picked up by Rock Springs. And with 8.7 seconds left, the basketball is loose. Picked up by Stauffer, and Conrad has to foul him. And now Stauffer will go to the line. A big free throws coming for the sophomore Stauffer. First one. Front iron, Glasson drops through. It's a 3-point game. 41-38 with 8.7 seconds left. This could potentially be the game right now on the shoulders of the young Stauffer, or sophomore Joey Stauffer. That one, no good. Rebound by Kai Barker. 8 seconds left. Zermeno to the right wing. Puts it in the lane. Puts the shot up. Blocked. And it's out of bounds by Rock Springs. 2.1 seconds left. Red Devils down by 3. They will have the final shot. And they are going to be looking for a beyond the arc three-pointer to send this thing to overtime. A year ago, again, Burke Thomas, half-court heave to send it to overtime. You're going to need a 3-ball to do the same thing. 2.1 seconds on the clock. Junior Zermeno has been great from beyond the arc. Conrad has hit a couple. On the bench, sitting for the Red Devils, you've got Cooper Morrow, who's proven he can hit threes. Kai Barker, Jake Robinette, Junior Zermeno, and Noah Conrad. 3 of the 5 guys on the floor have proven they can hit from distance. 2.1 seconds remain. Rock Springs back out on the floor to play defense. It'll be a Brian's Muffler Shop inbound play from under the Rock Springs bucket. Off the near post. Cooper Morrow will do it. He'll be looking for Zermeno or Conrad, who are lined up to the right. Here we go. 2 seconds left. Inbound. Right side. Zermeno. Step back 3 for the tie. And it's off the back iron. No good. Great execution. They got the shot. It's just a touch off the mark. And Rock Springs takes a classic 41-38. Your final on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We will be with our post-game show in a minute, but Coach Watsabaugh and his team drew up the play. It was executed well. And Zermeno, great presence of mind, got his feet behind the arc, put the shot up, got it off in time. It's just a touch off. And Evanston will have to wait a little bit longer for win number 4. The sophomore Joey Stauffer goes 1 for 2 from the line to make it a 3-point game. And that puts Evanston in a little bit more difficulty. Zermeno puts up the shot. He was the guy to do it. And just a bit off. Again, great play execution by the Red Devils. Just was not meant to be tonight. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Rock Springs 41, Evanston 38 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come On In Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come On In Hotel and Suites, Casper.
The Lumber Yard in Evanston caters to commercial and residential customers. They have all your DIY projects covered, including tool rentals. You can rent lots of things from tables and chairs to scaffolding and U-Hauls at the Lumber Yard in Evanston. Fully stocked and ready to help.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
If you're just joining us, you missed a great game. Evanston drops a heartbreaker to Rock Springs, 41-38. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. In the first quarter, Evanston outscores Rock Springs 11-8 and 10-8 in the second quarter. By the way, that first quarter, as always, brought to you by Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer, and the second quarter brought to you by Uinta Eye and Vision and Dr. Clooney. Their vision is to improve yours. The score is 21-16 going into the locker room, but in the second half, it's a 12-9 third quarter in favor of Rock Springs, led by 6 points by Dalton Thomas. And then in the fourth quarter, Brock Bider shows up and goes off for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points in the fourth quarter. Remember, one of the keys of the game we talked about was bind Bider, and he could not be bound in that fourth quarter, going off for 10 points, helping them outscore the Red Devils 13-8. That's your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Evanston 38, Rock Springs 41. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we will have our Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
In May of 2019, Uinta County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosana Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uinta County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Franklin, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? You told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Franklin.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Franklin at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Welcome back to the post-game show. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Rock Springs wins a nail-biter over Evanston, 41-38. Rock Springs led tonight by Brock Bider, who goes and gets 12 points, 10 of them in the fourth quarter. It's time for your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910. Brock Biter may have gotten 12, but the game high goes to Junior Zermeno with 14, including 9 in the second half. Whenever Evanston needed a big shot late in the game, he was the go-to man, and he absolutely made things work for them. Here is a look at some other possible plays of the game. That what you just saw was Tanner Newsome falling to the ground, putting a layup up, and blopping it in. That was back in the. Let me double check that real quick. That was back in the third quarter. But our Dr. McKay Franco Precision Play of the Game is going to go to Junior Zermeno. Not once but twice when Evanston was down by 3. He hits the big 3 ball to tie it up, and then a few minutes later puts Evanston up by 3 with a big 3 ball in the fourth quarter. But the Red Devils aren't able to get that final shot. It was a greatly executed play. Zermeno got the ball, retreated back to the left wing, took the step back, was where he needed to be, got the shot up in time, which is all you can do, and it just didn't fall, just a touch off the mark. But Junior Zermeno was an absolute marksman tonight, and he is the recipient of your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play of the Game. When we come back, we'll give out our player of the game tonight on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
We got a few more things to do on our post-game show. Again, your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Rock Springs edges out Evanston 41-38, the final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And we're going to give out our player of the game. And I think it's pretty obvious. You got to go Junior Zermeno, who doubles up, getting our play of the game and our player of the game. 9 points in the second half, all from beyond the arc. And whenever they needed a clutch shot, he was the man to provide it. That is our player of the game. Congratulations to Junior Zermeno. Welcoming into the Plains Tire broadcast booth now, we have Evanston boys basketball head coach Rob Watsabaugh. Getting him mic'd up right now. Coach Watsabaugh, you guys definitely showed some fight. This game went back and forth, and we kind of talked about it in the pregame, how these two teams are very similar, and we expected a close game. It really delivered tonight.
Yeah, it was a very tight game. It was back and forth. I thought our guys battled hard, but I thought we were also weak in some areas where we've been trying to emphasize in practice, and that kind of ended up hurting us, and we ended up on the wrong side of things tonight.
Coach, going back to that final play, I don't think anything could have really been done differently. I mean, you guys get the ball in bounds in time. You get it to Junior, who I believe was the hot hand, who it would make sense to go to him. He steps back, makes sure he's out of the arc, and he gets the shot up, which is all you can kind of ask for. What's kind of your feeling on that final play?
Yeah, with 2 seconds left and the ball underneath, you have to get a shot. And that shot was to tie the ball game. So I was happy that we executed. We got a look from 3 to hopefully tie that game. But there's some possessions before that shouldn't have put us in that situation, which is tough. And I told the guys we have to learn from it. Some of these mistakes that we made, especially starting in the third, giving up a big run like that out of halftime, and then some special situation stuff at the end. We have to get some of those rebounds. And, we shouldn't have been in that position, but we ended up in that position. And, I told the guys I was happy we executed. We at least got a look. It wasn't a turnover, so we had a chance to tie the ball game.
Coach, going and moving forward, what is the biggest thing you guys are going to take away from this to prepare for Mountain View and Lyman? I mean, on YO Preps it says at 4A Evanston versus 3A Mountain View, 3A Lyman, but anyone in Evanston knows that you can just throw that out right now. They're going to be a formidable foe and a great team to play against. What are you guys taking from this game to prepare for these big games against your UNT County rivals?
Well, what can we learn from our game tonight to improve upon as a team, as an individual, as a group, however you look at it? How can we get better from some of these mistakes we're continuing to see? Will we go forward, or will we feel sorry for ourselves for not winning this game on the road here tonight? So I told our guys we have to stick together. We have to play for each other. We have to be a team. And we have to have great practices on Wednesday and Thursday before we head into the weekend. And, focus needs to be us. Where can we get better? How can we improve on both sides of the basketball? So, like I told the guys, we're going to have to come out and we're going to have high energy, and we're going to have to get after it on Wednesday and Thursday. There's no light days anymore. Every practice that we have is going to have to be serious because every game matters. And regardless of the opponent, what can we control? What are some things that we can do? Can we control some stuff defensively that they do? How can we get better looks offensively? So, more about us, not so much worried about, that rivalry, but, I know that, we're awfully close to each other. And, we've watched them play a couple times this year at some of these tournaments. And so our guys are, they're familiar with them. And I told them we're going to have to bring it. We're going to have to get better for 2 days, and then we're going to have to be better in game scenarios moving forward.
Coach, what could you say about the shooting of Junior Zimeno tonight? It seemed like in that second half, whenever you guys needed a shot, he was there, and he just was not missing for the longest time.
Yeah, we executed some of our offense, and we were able to get a lot of open looks tonight. Some of them didn't fall for our other guys. Junior, he knocked in, I think, 4 or 5 threes maybe tonight. And, it could have been any of our other guards. And that's how we have to look at it. We have to find who's on that night and try and get them the basketball, give them an opportunity to score and take advantage of how they're defending us.
That's Coach Rob Watsabaugh, head coach of Evanston High School basketball. Coach, thank you so much for the time. Travel safe back to Evanston, and we will meet up with you before the game on Friday. Anything else?
No, sounds good. Safe travels to everyone that's here in Rock Springs, and thanks for the support back home. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to being at home on Friday night. We hope that everyone shows up, and we can, have that Evanston basketball atmosphere. Once again, we're super excited for it. And lastly, go Red Devils.
That's going to do it for our broadcast today from Rock Springs. Your final score in the girls' game, 37-27. Rock Springs wins a game that is much closer than that sounds. You'll just have to go back and rewatch it. It was a great one. And then your final score of the boys' game, Rock Springs wins 41-38. On behalf of our producer back at the studio, Mr. Colton Bagley, as well as our other producer, Mr. Sean Hando, our executive producer, Val Cook, our sales director, Julie Burley, our sales manager, Mr. Matt Petrie, our other producer, Sean Hando, our sales associates, Miss Christine Wiley and Mr. Dustin Myers, as well as our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and the rest of the staff at My Local Radio Sports, the voice of the Valley, Cullen Holtz, voice of the Rich Rebels in Utah, Mr. Cody Olson, and voice of the Preston Indians in Idaho, Mr. Dan Hubbard. I'm Elan Off saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here Friday night We're opening up Red Devil Gymnasium. Let's pack it. Let's make it loud. Let's make it crazy. Evanston versus Mountain View Friday night. Pregame at 5:30. Girls tip off at 6. Boys at 7:30. Thank you guys so much, and take care.
The preceding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Devils!